Hello and welcome. You're watching Simple Session, partner with Lion and GoPro here on Red Bull TV. We've got the skateboard finals happening in about 20 minutes. BMX finals later on this afternoon here in Tallinn, Estonia. Now, if you're not familiar with the area, we're going to give you a bit of a perspective of where we are on this planet. So we've got one of the best cameras coming in onto Earth. And we are just west of Russia, south of Finland, one of the northern of the Baltic states, just above Latvia, and there is the brand new Tontiraba Arena. And what a phenomenal course they've got to unleash 25 of some of the world's best skateboarders who are out there to impress those 5 judges. Now, Corbin, you had a chance to skate the course. What are you looking forward to?
Firstly, I'm so glad to be here. It's my first time. Simple Session. It's got an aura about it. We've felt it over the last few years. I hear it in Australia, from the US. Everyone loves coming to this contest. I had a little roll around the course yesterday. There's something for everyone, the park skaters and the street skaters. So it's going to be an exciting contest.
Now, what skaters should we be looking out for?
I mean, it's a few guys here. Bruno Serna, he's definitely going to be great. He qualified second. Greg Lusker, you can never count him out. Got knocked out last year and then back again. But the one to watch out for me is Max Kugloff. He has got something special.
Yeah, 2013, killed it then. 2014.
Yeah, best trick, he won that also. That was crazy. Out of St. Petersburg, Russia, he's one to look out for.
Now, Max and Nassim, we sent them out into the streets of Tallinn to give you some perspective about the city we're hosting Simple Session in. So check this out.
I'm hyped that I'm in skateboarding right now and that I get invited for an event like Simple Session. And it's really good to see everybody progressing, and you see new guys, and you see older guys that are still ripping too.
I think skateboarding contest for me is like a game. It's like speaking, meeting with everybody, skating with everybody, and going crazy with everybody.
I'm just gonna go with the flow and see how it goes. Just gonna cruise around, enjoy the day, and I'm not really somebody who really plans out what he's gonna do. I'm just gonna go and see what's gonna happen.
I think Nassim now is like a legend. I met with him a long time ago, like 4, maybe 5 years, and I'm really stoked to skate it with him and supported my level too.
Max seems like a really cool guy. He's super mellow, he's really nice, he's funny. He's a really good skater, you know? He's from Russia. I think that's always interesting.
My country now is more popularity skateboarding after I won the Simple Session. I supported every child, every people. He can do this too. Why not? Let's skate a lot.
Last time I was here, there was snow everywhere. This year, the sun is shining. We went to some skate spots yesterday, we skated some spots today, and it's just fun to cruise around and just see the old city. Yeah, it's really nice.
Now, Maxime Krugloff barely got in by the skin of his
through.
teeth.
That was crazy. Just got through 24th position.
Yeah, I mean, you can see in this clip right here, he had a pretty good run, but then he snapped the tail of his board.
Look
and
at
that's
that
what can
disbelief
happen.
that he had there. He couldn't even believe it. But you know what? Coming through, he ended up getting 24th place. Today is the day that he can make up for it and try and climb up the rankings.
This is it. He's in there. So now we have the finals. Now here's your top 24 who have qualified. Remember, Greg Lutzka gets the wild card, and because he won it last year. So let's have a look at these guys here. Keyshawn Johnson, one to look out for from the US of A. It's a big-time international field out there.
Oh, isn't it whatsoever? Let's check out this. 9th to 16th place. we have Dani Leon. He's been in New Zealand, he's been in Australia doing the bowl riding circuit around the world. He really is someone to look out for. Because this course is more transition as well, he might prevail and come out and top later on.
Yeah, he's a very, very consistent skater. Another popular skater from the Netherlands, Tim Zom, another one to look out for. But let's talk about our top 3 qualifiers. The first guy, Igor.
Well, Igor Koldakov, let's talk about him. Born and raised in Siberia. He started skateboarding at 12 years old. 3 months of summer in Siberia, 9 months he skates in an indoor park, so he's used to this, really. The next skater up is Bruno Serna, coming from the outskirts of Lisbon. This guy here skates with a guy named Tiago Lopez. 2013, he got 3rd place in a contest called the Element Make It Count contest. It's one of the biggest amateur contests around the world, so that's something to be proud of for sure. And you know what, the kid's got skills. Check out that crooked grind right there. I saw him doing backside bonelesses on the course before. He's got a big bag of tricks, both new and old school.
There we go. Now, Lutska is the man that's come in as a wild card. You know, he won it last year, knocked out, got through, so he joins those top 25. Now, and also, there's one aspect of this contest we haven't even introduced, the big star, which is the course. So we sent pro BMXer Sebastian Keep to meet up with the man who knows every inch of that course, every transition, every rail, every lip, Nate Wessel.
I am here with Nate Wessel, our course designer. Nate, can you talk us through what goes into designing such a huge course?
It's seriously the hardest thing I do all year, because the thing about Simple Session is it's BMX and skateboarding all in one, and not just BMX and skateboarding, it's street riding and park. And you know, in those genres, it's so difficult to like put everything together, where you have the park guys in BMX that are going so big and want huge ramps, and then you have like the street tech guys, you know, that are doing their like almost flatland style stuff, and you try to mesh that all together, and then involve skateboarding too. So I think that's what makes Simple Session so special, though, that's what it's known for, you know. And if you're just a street guy coming here, you know, you might be bummed on the course. But if you're just a park guy coming here, you might be bummed on the course. But if you can kind of ride everything, it's pretty rad, because there's not another course that exists like this.
To say you had a tough job designing this course, what kind of feature do you think do the skateboarders enjoy the most?
Well, you know, it's a fun course, you know, just overall. And I think if like you're kind of like a flow rider slash, you know, I think there's a lot of tranny skaters like here. And if you can skate tranny, like you definitely, there's some like good actual obstacles, you know, for like street stuff too. And, you know, there's a lot of good rails, you know, a unique centerpiece, you know, and with Simple Session, what it is, you know, that style of skater that can also do a lot of the street stuff here, I think those are the guys that are going to be on top of their game, you know, with this course, because that's what this course is.
I agree. A well-rounded rider or skater will always come out on top with such a creative course like this. You've done an amazing job. Nate Wessel, thank you so much.
Thank you.
He has built a beast, a behemoth of a course. Corbin, what do you think about Nate's course?
You know what, I think the course is great. I like it. The word that's been going around is creative, definitely. But you know, the thing is as well, he's got to suit to BMXers and skateboarders. It's hard to try and do that, but that's what it's about. It's a simple session. It's guys coming out here and having fun with it.
Now we hooked up with 2 skaters from different genres. We got Barney Page out of the UK, likes ledges, rails, stairs, street skateboarding. Then we've got Willis Kimball out of Oregon, and they have easily some of the best skate parks, concrete transition skate parks. So we put them out there to have a look at Nate's course.
This is a real creative course. I'm here with my man Willis Kimball. We're about to show you the GoPro course preview. There's this back section here that's a little bit smaller, like rides and rails and stairs. That's more for like street skating, not more transition. So you're getting away from the back, you can pump around this little quarter, and then you can come back and it's like a Euro gap coming up.
And then over on this side, as much speed as you could possibly want and a bunch of different transfers and transitions, and it's the engine of flow over here. section is a bunch of different wedges with all sorts of options, and you can kind of do whatever you want with it. You can use it for speed, or you can get tech, or make up gaps. I think this course rips. There's a lot of different variety, a lot of flow, a lot of, you can connect everything, and there's all sorts of different sizes, and it kind of works together. It's well-rounded. It's fun.
Willis Kimball, one of my favorite skateboarders. I was really looking forward to seeing him try to get into the finals, but well, you saw the accident, man. You saw the slam.
It was unbelievable, Christian. What he did was he went up the vert wall, which is behind me just here. He went straight up it, came down. He got so much speed. Behind the box jump, another skateboarder came out and he hit him. They both went head clash both into each other, went down. It looked like they saw stars. And, you know, I saw him today, though, Willis Kimball, who was in a wheelchair. Basically, he hurt his leg, hurt his arm. He's got a big smile. Unfortunately, we're not going to see him today, but at least he's smiling. He's not too bad off.
There we go. Now, a lot of these tricks happen fast and furious. You know, kick flips, 360 flips, hard flips, and we have actually slowed them down a bit to kind of take you through what's happening. We're going to start with a street trick from a German skater, Alex Mizarov. Corbin, take us through this technical trick.
Look at this right here. It's called a kickflip crooked grind. Look how smooth he does it. He's a real technical skateboarder. Kickflip there. What happens is the front truck locks in on a 45 degree. He grinds along, then nollies back out of it and lands on 2 bolts. Here's another angle of it. Straight kickflip onto the front truck, 45 degree angle, and you can see him roll away smoothly.
Landed bolts. A lot of skaters using that term analogy. When they land smooth right to the bolts is where the trucks are attached to the skateboard. So next up, it's a French skateboarder called Aurélien Giraud, and he's doing more transition, big air work here.
You know, this kid is really something else. He's a technical skateboarder and he can do this stuff. Look at it. Right now, he's grabbing his front arm, putting it behind the board, grabbing it melon. To make it method, all he has to do is push that back foot out and really tweak it. You see a lot of snowboarders doing that as well. Here it is on another angle, pushing that back foot right around, holding it and riding away smoothly.
Oh, look at that huge, proper boned out back foot. That just looks so good. And that's what the judges want to see. They want to see the full use of the course, a combination of tricks to see you go through to the top 10. Corbin, how does the contest work?
The contest works. What's it going to do? There's a lot of different factors for it, really. Flow, definitely. You've got height, you've got speed. Also, the judges are going to be looking for new tricks, originality. I mean, both in BMX and skateboard, that's what they want. You've got to basically do something that no one's doing. You've got to get the judges to look, take notice. That's how it's going to go down. Also, you've got 2 runs, and at the end of the 2 runs, you've got a best trick where you can really put it down.
There we go. Best run counts of those 2 runs. Now, we've also got some incredible technology for you guys. It's called the Red Bull TV Event Analyzer. We're going to go to some graphics here so you can check them out. So you've got a drop menu on the far bottom left corner. There you go. So you can actually go to your favorite run, go to a skater, and then there's a timeline on the bottom with those big circles, and you can actually spool along there to kind of move forward, check out a slam, a trick, and then you can share up to Twitter, on Facebook, your favorite run. So we actually don't want you to do that right now. Check that out later, because imminently we have got the skateboard finals. But let's think about predictions. Corbin, what do you think?
All right, it'd have to be the #1 guy yesterday, Igor Kaldakov. I mean, he's got a bag of tricks that are unbelievable. So I think he's going to come through. He will definitely get in that top 5. Also, you can't rule out from the USA, Greg Lusker. He's won X Games gold. He's won the Maloof Money Cup. He has won every contest on this planet, and he won it last year after a concussion as well. So don't leave him out of it.
He knows how to win contests. And then there's the 3rd place qualifier, the youngest competitor here, Robin Bollian out of France. This kid's skating well beyond his years. It's like he's got tricks from, you know, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and he's mixing up with all the new stuff. He loves transition. He loves technicality. So Robin Bolian, 15 years old, he's another one to watch.
I'd love to see that guy come through and win. Imagine if we saw one of the youngest competitors here at Simple Session take home gold. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. Now listen, Corbin, you actually need to get down to the commentary box, because Corbin's going to be taking you through all the action with our Tim Warwood. So stay put. Skateboarding Finals, Simple Session, 15th anniversary coming up right now.
Well, bonjour, bon matin, good morning, good morning, hello, wherever you may be in the world. It's a very warm welcome from the commentary booth here in Tallinn, Estonia for Simple Session 15. Now, let me say, if practice this morning is anything to go by, the finals will be off the chain. I assure you, the skateboarding skullduggery that you lot are going to witness will be absolutely incredible. Luckily, holding my hand throughout the whole of it will be Corbin Harris. He's on our way here. But let's take a look at this start list then. 25 skates from 13 different nations, running in reverse order from qualification. Tim Zom there from the Netherlands. Keep your eye on him. He's a big dude. Nikolai Alin, one of the Finnish skaters, one of the only Finnish skaters to make it through. We've got a good contingent from the Russians. Igor Golubev, Maxim Kruglov in there. We've also Bjorn Lilisol as well. So Robin Bolian, the French rider. We've missed a few out there actually. Bruno Serna, Igor Kladikov and Greg Lutzka, a man who was gifted a wild card into this final. Luckily, because he actually hurt himself in practice, didn't he, Corbin?
Yeah, he did. He hurt his ankle in practice. But, you know, as I said before, it's like you can't count this guy out. He got himself knocked out last year. He came back, and then he ended up winning the contest. Are you kidding me? Like, you know, he's won X Games gold, Maloof Money Cup. He has so many medals. Los Angeles silver he's had at X Games. He's had so many medals and been in so many contests. He's so used to this. The pressure it doesn't even matter.
He drinks pressure for breakfast.
Something like that, yeah.
I heard if you rip his skin off, he's actually a Terminator underneath there, an exoskeleton built from titanium. Well, he's going to have to wait until last. He will be our last skater to take to this course. Running in reverse order, as you said earlier on, it's 2 runs with the best run that counts. These guys, how much does the finals kind of mean to these guys now, in a sense that, you know, qualification's great, but they all step it up. Anyone can take this, can't they? You know, is it an advantage going first or last, or is it anyone's game?
You know what, I really think it's anyone's game at this point. This contest for Europe is one of the biggest contests they have. This is a contest that's set on the world map. So some of them young European riders, they want everyone else to listen. They want everyone else in the States and you know, Asia, Australasia, they want everyone to know, hey, we're here and we're a force in skateboarding, and they're going to really try and throw everything down. Right at this point, no one cares. They're going for it.
Yeah. Right, well, we've got our first skater up there, ready to go. The Russian, 26 years of age, there he is.
Oh, just a little sip of Red Bull as we go?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why wouldn't you?
You know what? We've seen this guy, 2013, he won the contest. 2014, he won Best Trick. And he only scraped through on the skin of his teeth. It was unbelievable. Yesterday, he didn't even know until today. He was like, yep, you just got through in 24th position.
All right.
He was like, really? Me?
I got.
Are you kidding? I got through. Oh, unbelievable. Here he goes. He's rolling in on the Red Bull quarter. Is he
with
holding
the Red Bull
a can of Red Bull?
That is commitment.
With a Red Bull beanie on. Okay, no, he's just getting set up. He's getting set up. No? Yep, he's going to put it down. Here he goes. Quick truck check. Wheels are all good. Doing it for Nike SB. Doing it for Red Bull. about to roll in. He has won this contest before, starting off with a huge 360 flip, 50-50 on the quarter pipe. What's he got? Smith grind on the handrail. This is a solid start.
You've got to just get scores on the board, haven't you? You've just got to get locked in, get the flow rocking. We've seen a couple of the French dudes just get around this course, just really flow the lines through it, and I think it's just key for your confidence in it. Start putting down a few tricks and drop the hammers later on.
There you saw it. He did a little crooked grind on the rail. A lot of the problems that I've seen. Oh! One side half flip, there you go. A lot of the problems I've seen in qualifying, and there's so many guys, 70 dropped to 24. Oh, look at him.
Back across the other way.
Another hard flip. The problem I've seen, they just didn't put a run together to start off with. This is exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
9 seconds to go on the clock. Look at him, he's dropping in. What else has he got? Is this going to be a flawless run? Forward slide to fakie.
There you go.
Look, 1 second, that's it. Of course he wants one more. But how it's going to go down is you're going to have 2 runs. You get the best trick after the second run.
All right, last trick for Maxim then. Oh, we're going to be treated to a replay instead.
Is the
Okay, next rider in then, next skater. Luiz Neto, the Brazilian, the 20-year-old.
Not too many Brazilians out here, but I mean, in skateboarding right now, Brazilians are where it's at. Skateboarding and surfing, mind you. Medina just won the world title. These guys, Luan Oliveira, who does a lot of street league, he just seems to be unstoppable at the moment. And through those contests with the rest of the world, I think I think he might even have a super crown in him for street league. Yeah, this year, if he's going to do it, I think if he's going to do it, this could be the year for sure.
All right. Well, we're going to get the scores up. Just keep you guys across it so you know exactly what you're facing. 83.8. He goes in. First place.
Well, there's only been one skater, but we're going to... He's been in that position before, so you know what? He could have it.
Fair play.
Here is the Brazilian. 20 years regular.
He looks a little bit like an older version of
what are you
John Connor from Terminator 2. Remember that haircut that we all had as kids? How rad was that?
Yeah, I did have that haircut. You know what? I didn't have straight hair though, so it was kind of hard for me to do that one. Up straight into it to a front side lip slide. When I was skating the course before, it's a little slippery, that ground, so trying to...
You called it right there, being a bit slippy, and there he is. Well, if anyone's new to the world of skateboarding, perhaps you've stumbled across the Red Bull TV app and, you're hearing things like lip slides, front boards, hard flips. The trick list in skateboarding does read very much like a Croatian cocktail menu. Me and Corbin will do our very best to steer you through it so you know what you're seeing and what you're witnessing. That is a kick flip where the board flips on a horizontal axis like that.
While we're speaking of cocktails, do you mind if we get a couple in here? Is that fine?
Come on, we're in Estonia.
20 seconds to go. And that's the fun thing about this contest, really, isn't it? It's like the guys come here for the experience. You know what? They're skating out there. It might be a contest, but they're all friends.
That's it. Oh, kick flip board slide.
Unfortunately,
couldn't hold it.
That back foot just coming off with 3 seconds to go. I think he is going to call it a day right there.
Yeah, he's going to be relying on run number 2. He'll probably just try and get this one in for personal satisfaction. A little bit of an ego stroke for him.
Oh, 360 flip. He kind of locked into Smith grind there, but I think he was going for a 360 flip lip slide. Hopefully we can see it in his second run. He's got a full run to go. Here's a replay. Kick flip up the Euro gap. Started off strong with that frontside lip slide. Air over the ski jump there.
Worth noting as well in, so close. Worth noting at Simple Session, just the cut down. We are witnessing here the finals, 25 skaters, but well over 100 started off. So, to make it through,
There's a lot of skateboarders.
A lot
let me
of
tell you
skateboarders.
that.
Near enough 100.
Not
quite 100.
You know,
26 started.
I was here until 4 in the morning just watching the BMX.
Yeah, it's a lot of BMXers.
A lot of BMXers, yeah. But, you know, a lot of strong skateboarders here as well. This is the finals. We are about to drop in.
Well, if you could win on what you're wearing, this guy would undoubtedly be in first position. Igor Golubev, another Russian, 22 years of age. Skates goofy, moms and dads. That means he skates with his right foot leading, pushes with his left foot.
I think he just came off a P&O Fair Star cruise, actually. This guy is...
Right into the port of Tallinn right here.
And he's like, you know what, I'm going to get a little bit more hardcore and dropping off the coffin up the top. He's ollie straight in. You know, creative, different line there. That's what the judges want to see as well. They want to see use of course, really getting around. He's got a little smirk on his face.
He's having a good time.
He's going for an ollie backside heel flip up
Nice.
the Euro gap and lands so proper. Oh, there's the feeble down the rail. Seems to be getting a bit of a work in that rail there.
Yeah. Confidence booster for Igor.
30 seconds on the clock to go. This is the first run into a Smith grind. Igor doing it, flying the Russian flag so high right now. You really want to get a solid run. You want to get that confidence up. Little front side ollie, a little sketchy out
Ellen
that one.
Squirrely.
Oh, what's going on here? Nollie heel 3 going for it. What else has he got? Front side flip.
Yeah.
Holding on for it. He does not want to go. That is a perfect run.
I think we're looking at a new leader there.
I think we might be looking at a new leader. Technical tricks there, and he also used a lot of the course. That's what you got to look for sure. I mean, if you're going for the technical stuff, you really need to go for it. But if you can mix up both, that's where you're gonna win the money.
That's where the points come in. Well, worth noting as well, of course, Simple Session home to both skate and BMX finals on the same day. So, of course, that has to adapt to both skate and BMX.
Yeah, and you know, you hear a couple of the riders complain about it, but
everyone's got to skate the same course.
Everyone's got to skate.
Oh! Kick flip, backflip. Couldn't hold it. Couldn't hold it.
But he is not supposed to have his best trick then. It's after the next run anyway,
Practice.
so he's getting a little practice in, isn't he? He's like, hey, I just got off the cruise ship. Cocktails were good, but...
Let me have a bit of a warm-up.
Yeah, come on, guys. Not straight away.
He's going for it again.
Oh, yep.
He's like, yeah, I don't care about times or judges. What's this?
Now I know why Simple Session may go over time.
Yeah.
There it is. Kiki, backside, lip slide. Those out there, that is a backside kickflip. The hardest thing about that is you're blind to the rail. You cannot see where you're going there. So it's a tough one to try and come out of. Nollie, backside heel flip. Look at that. He landed on the bolts, on top of the trucks right there for those. Super technical tricks out there. Ending with a smooth frontside flip. Little ollie. Gets a little sketchy on this. Landed a little
on his
low.
toes.
There's the Smith grind replay. It's our third skateboarder out of 25. Look at that course. It looks amazing on camera, right?
It looks like an explosion in a Lego factory.
How long do you go for with these things? You just got them for days, right?
We've got there's a couple of hours of this broadcast. 78 then, second place. Well, I called that wrong completely. Lesson learned there, I will not make any predictions from here on in.
Estonia, positively surprising.
You should be a commentator. Nikolai Alin coming out of Finland. Swam here, 75 kilometres across the Baltic Sea.
And good stroke, breaststroke he did, I think, out here.
Why wouldn't you?
It's the only stroke, really. Goofy footer. What has he got in the bag of tricks? First run, he's doing a lot of waving to the crowd here.
Why wouldn't you?
Smooth little lofty ollie.
Let's see his run first and then we'll decide how much waving he gives to the crowd. Railing through that Estonian quarter pipe.
I like his style. It's super loose.
Yeah.
Little stall. Oh, backside lip slide.
Very nice.
Solid trick.
That's shades of Arto Sari there, fellow countryman from back in the day.
Yes. Shout out to Arto, who is currently in New Zealand filming with the Volcom guys. He's with the likes of Louis Lopez, Dustin Dolan, Dane Berman, some of the best skateboarders in the world. They're filming for a cool movie right now, so it's going to be good. Oh, nollie, backside heel over the hip. You might be able to see it on camera, but there's here you are. There's a little gap over there that they have to get over as well.
Yeah.
A lot of the bikers have been using that.
Dropping in the channel. Giving it the old roller coaster.
A roller coaster, that's what they call it.
Locking both sets of pegs in. BMX later on this afternoon, but that is then. This is now. Skateboarding live finals. Simple session on Red Bull TV. If you're just joining us, hello. Where have you been? You've missed 3 skaters already.
Can't believe you haven't been here the whole time.
Well, depending on where they are in the world, they might be just waking up. Maybe just getting in from the pub. A few people, maybe in LA.
I'm sure in Australia it's about 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the people out there, Australia, New Zealand. This guy's still cruising. He does not care about the clock.
Oh, no.
Here it is, the backside lip slide.
Approaching the rail with the rail towards your back. You ollie, you turn your board 90 degrees, you lift your back foot over the rail. That's why it's a lip slide. There it is. And then you bring it out normal, coming out forwards. Little Trictionary for you there.
Quite loose style there, but yeah, he...
Nikolai's going to be relying on his second run, I think.
Yeah, he definitely is. He didn't really put it together, and it took him sort of maybe 10 to 15 seconds to get his first trick.
Yeah.
You can't do that. This is the finals of one of the biggest contests in the world. You've got to really get it together. All right, there we go. Still waving, loves the wave.
Still smiling, loves the wave. Crowd here in this brand new arena.
I like this guy.
Tim Zom, coming out of Rotterdam. Another goofy skater, skates with that right foot forward, moms and dads.
Doing it for Monster Energy and also doing it for Nike SB. This guy has been around for a long time. I remember Tim when I was doing the European circuit sort of back in the early 2000s, 2004, 2000 to 2006. He's been around the whole time. People love this dude, and you can see why. He started off with a huge bang.
Yeah, man, big gap in to start things off.
And that was a line that no one's ever seen before as well. Frontside ollie up onto that.
Oh, that's a huge gap. You can't actually see from that angle, but that's a big gap up there.
I think it's about 2 meters, probably about, 10 foot, something like that. 30 seconds on the clock as he rolls in on the Red Bull quarter pipe, backside. Backsmith, sorry.
He's flying. He's like water, getting everywhere.
Isn't he? Look at these lines, and this is what you want to see. Back
Oh,
tail.
nice.
Over that little rainbow going down.
Commentator's curse right there. Well, you called it earlier. We were having a look around on the course earlier on this morning, and you said to me, these 4 features in the centre, they're a skater's worst nightmare. They're like the curbs that you have when you're skating at home. They just come out of nowhere, don't
Especially when you land in a trick that's harder. Right? He did a backside tail slide over that sort of rainbow ledge, came down, and he's faced with sort of like a gutter that he's got to jump up, and then another one after that as well.
Well, thinking on your feet, you know, if he'd have had that tail slide for another 2 foot longer, he'd have missed that central feature and he'd have just rode out of it. But he came off a bit early on the tail slide.
Yeah.
Boom, and he's presented with that.
But you know, I reckon Nate, who designed the course, wanted it that way.
Well, you know, you don't want it to be easy, do you?
No, make it a little harder. Absolutely.
He's got good hair, though. Above all else, he does have good hair.
And now he's standing next to one of the Red Bull girls, which is even better down there. There it is, backside lip slide on that quarter pipe.
That tail slide.
Tail slide, and then straight afterwards, jumping off. Little chicken scratch right there. Oh, he didn't actually lock into that backside Smith. He kind of went into backside lip slide.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know if the judges will hold that against him. It was a solid run, and you know what? He's probably the fastest skateboarder that we've seen out there so far.
Which is nice flow, and the judges like that as well, don't they? They like to see the riders attacking this, really bringing a lot of speed to the table.
This kid, Copenhagen, Denmark.
Bjorn Lilleso, 18 years of age.
I caught a car with him on the way from the airport the other night back to the hotel. He skates with Rune Glifberg. The Danish prince himself, I say.
Who, Rune Glifberg?
Oh, I mean, he's got the smoothest style in skateboarding. Ever seen that guy do a backside tail slide?
Goodness gracious. I was just about to say, I don't know which skate park it is, there's a concrete park that's got the oververt kind of channel thing, and I've seen a photo of him doing a backside tail slide.
Yeah. That's insane. He just looks so graceful. Oh, boneless. How's that?
Come on.
Kickflip up the Euro gap, straight into a backside disaster. Board slide. Look at, see,
slipped out.
This is what the judges want to see, though. Look how many tricks he just fitted in that small section.
Yeah.
You want to try and get as many as possible in, and he's still got 23 seconds to go, and he fell off. I think we're going to see a great second run here.
Well, if you're new to the world of professional skateboarding, contest skateboarding, a fall isn't always the worst. I mean, you can still pack in a lot of big tricks. Sure, the judges want to see riders being consistent. They don't want to see them falling over. But if they all fall over, well, they've got to pick a winner out of those lot anyway. So, you know, it's all about getting back on your board. Don't let it get to you, and get out there and just get it shredding again. Get skating around that park.
You know what I think as well is it's you know what, it was a long day of skateboarding yesterday.
Yeah.
There were a lot of heats, over 70 riders. They've broken it down now to top 24. Greg Lusker was the 25th because he won last year. I mean, these are kids. They've got to be nervous.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a lot of pressure to be here and skate on this world stage.
Yeah. All right, he's calling it right there. Bjorn probably going to have to rely. There's that boneless wallop.
The kickflip up the Euro gap, and look at that ollie onto the coffin, I like to call it. Frontside disaster he did, and that was a boneless again. Here is the slow little backside D, backside disaster. I don't think he's going to be happy with that, Bjorn, but you know what? It's his first run, 68.40, ranked 5th so far.
Well, 2 runs, best run counts. Guard, Havara. You must excuse mine and my Australian friends' complete butchery of the European pronunciations.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Yourself,
I know,
I don't
sorry.
know.
I was educated in Birmingham, England. I'm capable of quite possibly anything.
I love it. So am I, actually.
Well, this dude, he shreds as well.
Oh,
alley-oop.
Doing it for Red Bull, little 1-foot ollie up the Euro gap in the tech section there. He's rolling down switch. Is it a switch 360 flip attempt down the stairs? Unfortunately, not making it with 38 seconds on the clock. Dropping in. 360 flip, no problems that time. That was on the bolts. Into a frontside flip, trying to get these tricks together. Nose blinds. Could this be one of the best runs that we've seen so far?
Well, certainly throwing in the tech tricks.
Into a lean air there also. What else has he got? Just, blunt kickflip in.
Nice.
7 seconds. He doesn't even know what to do.
He's lost.
He's lost.
Dredging the trick bag right now.
I mean, that's the thing. It is a big course as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, at this point, you'd think these guys would have sort of really thought about what they got and maybe even timed their runs if they were smart enough. These guys getting warmed up on a best trick right now. What is he going for? The nollie kickflip to the flat. Doesn't matter because best trick is coming up next after the second run.
Just to break down a nollie kickflip for any moms, dads, grannies or granddads, it's riding, skateboarding backwards, and then it's performing the trick your unnatural way. So it's like writing with your left hand whilst being shot at with a BB gun. The difficulty involved. You have faking, which is riding backwards but doing the tricks the normal way, and then nollie backwards the wrong way. I've confused myself saying that.
Nollie is when you are riding forwards, your regular skating way, whether it be goofy or
That's
not.
it.
And then you're coming off the nose, nollie. When it's ollie, it is off the back. So yeah. Here it is, the blunt, kickflip in. A little sketchy at the end, but he still held on to it.
Yeah.
What's the score that he's going to get here on that one?
My predictions are way off. 76.4.
All right, let's look at it right now. We've got Max, who qualified 25th or 24th yesterday. He was so shocked he made it in. He's in the #1 position.
Well,
here's Nicky Six's homie.
This is Jimmy McElroy out of Blades of Glory. This guy has the best look of the whole event.
And if he doesn't get more than 83, I am going to be very disappointed.
He's got a look that could pickle onions. He's got a good steez, this guy.
Oh, I know. Normally I don't like pickled onions, but I love him. I absolutely love him.
No rocket nose grab just flying over there.
Hey, this guy gets around the course really, really fast. Unfortunately, just jumping off on his second trick there on the hip.
Alexander Tubin.
Oh,
cheeky little front board right at the top.
Yeah, going to fakie and just holding on to it. But you know what? This is how some dudes skate. It's loose. That's how it happens. Front. What attempt he was going for just there, but we might see it in his second run. Look at that shirt. We thought Party Boy before was good, but this one is, boneless into the quarter pipe, holding onto it.
Boom.
18 seconds on the clock. Just going for a nollie backside flip over the hip.
I watched Alexander in practice, and actually he skated amazingly, and I feel a bit sorry for him here because he's not really managing to find the lines that he had in practice. There it is. Oh my goodness, Bon Jovi living on a prayer through that there.
Living on a prayer. Say that again. He is holding on. 360 flip up the Euro. That was the cleanest trick we've seen of him.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to wash away some of the cobwebs, and I think next run he's going to come back for sure, but he wants a little go after the clock anyway. He's going to practice for his best trick.
Yep.
Oh, front side nose grind, tail grab down the handrail.
There you
that
go.
is really tough one.
Well, if he gets that in, then it's certainly worth getting yourselves over to the Red Bull TV analyzer. He's getting a pat on the back from his peers there. So we are rocking the Red Bull Analyzer. You can get yourselves over to redbull.tv, and what you can actually do is you can clip out your favourite moments or favourite runs. It's all there, it's quite self-explanatory, and then you can share them via your social media channels. If you like a skater, or if you like a run or a trick that you've seen, head onto there, find the skate that you like, and then along the bottom, along the timeline, you'll see little points, and if you hover your mouse over there, it'll actually tell you what the tricks are and what the things are, and you can then share those particular tricks or runs. So have a look afterwards, after we've finished. Go and have a look at that.
Yeah, that's cool. I checked it out the other day for the Burton Open, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, and God, there's some amazing snowboarding on that, but you can actually go back and look at the exact tricks that went down, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
No wasting time, fast forwarding, rewinding on your VHS.
No. Straight to it, please. Thank you very much. That is the Red Bull Analyzer. Get yourselves over to redbull.tv and you can check that out. This is Simple Session 15. If any of you are socially media savvy, then hashtag your tweets and your Instagram pictures with hashtag Simple Session or Simple Session 15 and Red Bull TV. And there you go, 74.6 for Alexander. You see, it gave him a surprised look there. He like, can't actually believe it. That is formidable hair. Formidable.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, man. Well, local Estonian.
Red Bull athlete Simon Stricker, 23, with a regular stance.
I think this guy took a skateboard to the face, got some stitches up there in his forehead, and yeah, good to see him back skating.
It was either that or last night was a big one, and he might have got some fisticuffs at the club.
Starts things off, frontside lip slide.
Doing a little turn in between there. You don't really see that. Oh! Getting around the course. Little rock and roll on the quarter pipe, the wooden quarter pipe.
Seemed to lose his speed there. He actually got third place here in 2012. So no stranger to the podium. But simple session.
Bit more of a technical skateboarder. This area right here is probably going to suit him with a crooked grind, smooth as butter. Rolling in there into a little manual on the Lego area, are we calling that?
Should we call it the Lego area? The Lego brick area?
Love to. 10 seconds on the clock right now as he hits. Oh, I think he was going for a hard flip right there,
yeah. But board got just caught up in his feet.
Caught up in his feet.
Caught up in his legs.
Here he's going to go for it again. It's after time, but he's getting warmed up. Nollie heel flip, popping off the front, off the nose, and then trying to flip the board, land straight again. That's a tough one, especially to go all the way to the flat.
Yeah. They should make the loser of this event repaint the floor.
I think it's normally in
an ice hockey
rink anyway.
Brand new,
right?
this place. Absolutely amazing building. Great atmosphere. When the crowd's in there and fired up and screaming, it's a fantastic atmosphere.
Yeah, as the day goes on, they are just pouring in the crowd. And yeah, I've had a chance to check out this whole stadium. It is pretty cool.
Well, Simon Stricker, Simon, Swiss, Simon Stricker, manual there.
Fakey frontside flip over the hip. Front foot nearly coming off. He just held onto it the whole way. There is an overview of the whole course. He's run 67.20. Not exactly what he wanted, but another run to come nevertheless. So many different obstacles on this course. You've really got to plan it out. I've heard a couple of guys go, yeah, I don't really plan runs. I kind of do whatever. But I feel like this is something that you're really going to need to plan out. You want to try and hit a lot of the obstacles and get technical as well. Right now, we have Mr. Max Kugloff for an interview down at the course.
Max, congratulations. You must be very happy with your first run. Talk us through the run and the key tricks that you did.
Yeah, I'm so stoked with it. I have a clean run, every trick landing. Easy tricks, but not dangerous. I hope so. The second run, I'm going crazy. It's the first run is so safe run for me. First and the second, going big. Thanks, everything.
Thanks a lot.
Well, there he is. He is up on top, and he seems like a little surprised after, especially coming in 24th place. He scraped in, just scraped in. Max, if you don't know, he won in 2013 simple session. In 2014, it was the best trick that he came out on top. Just scraped in yesterday. He has got 83.8. The next rider, Igor, is 78 straight.
Yeah.
That's a big difference there.
Yeah, it is. First to second for sure. Now, d'accord, la prochaine skateboarder from France, tout le monde, it is.
And look at this
Vincent Milou.
3 banging tricks straight into a front blunt right there. Frontside 360 down the stairs, holding on. He's going to say, hey, judges, my feet stayed on. I am staying on this thing. Oh, this kid is killing it so far. This has got to be one of the best runs we've seen, and it's still 30 seconds to go. Backside tail slide on the handrail. What else has he got? I think he really should try and use the rest of the course.
Well, that's it. I was about to say he's got to mix it up now. He's got to get some transitions in, get some of the bigger gaps in.
Frontside flip up the Euro. He got it. Turn 180. Tried to get a little 50 stall on there. Front blow down the handrail. Wow, this kid is putting it together. Frontside out the quarter pipe. Woo. That is a solid run.
Solid run.
Max has definitely...
Très bien.
Max has got his hands full with that one because I think he's going to hit the 80s. Dropping into the Red Bull quarter pipe. Oh, big spin front board slide. Flipping off. Hey, what's up? Oh, one more. He's got that little finger up. He is going to go for one more. This is a warm-up. The guys are going to get 2 runs here. There's 25 guys, 2 runs in the final. And after those 2 runs, big spin, front board, and he was going to fakie. After those 2 runs, they get a best trick, and that's where they can try one of their hardest tricks. And if they make that, it goes to the best trick. And if you want to win best trick, it's got to be something pretty good.
Yes, it does.
There is that backside tail slide in slow-mo. The frontside flip up the Euro gap.
It's sketchy. Not as clean as he would have liked.
He just held on, really.
There he is. There you go, 79, you called it.
Yep, he's moved into that second position, but still, Max, 4 points ahead of the boys.
Yeah. Here he is.
Woody. Also love his hair.
Hoojiding. Oh, man, I don't know how you say his name. I'm sorry, Woody. Coming out the Netherlands, 22 years of age. His shirt tells the story there, doesn't it? This guy's been pushing it in practice.
He has indeed, for sure. A lot of the guys have been either starting from this position on the course or rolling in or dropping in from the Red Bull quarter pipe.
Yeah.
If I was, shifty kickflip, just holding on there. If I was these guys, I'd be trying to find different ways to impress the judges right now, doing different tricks or trying to at least roll or drop in from a different area. Just like backside ollie into that quarter pipe. Frontside,
yeah, nice.
270 over the hip. Big pushes. Do a 360 flip in the Lego section there.
First skate we've seen properly attack that. Go for the 360 flip. Not really a manual. He's going for. Front lip slide. Very nice. Woody. Bosh, the front side air with the skateboard just stuck to his feet.
Very smooth on that one. Little hard flip. Oh, with a late revert. He ends up on his back.
Well, moms and dads, again, you know, we're hoping to attract a few newer viewers to skateboarding and the world of contest skateboarding. And, you know, this skateboard, it's not like snowboarding. It's not stuck to their feet. So when skateboarders do big airs and they do airs on quarter pipes and over gaps and stuff, they've got to suck it up and hope that that board sticks to the bottom of their feet. It's quite amazing, really. Quite a skillful sport.
Yeah, it takes years to try and get to this level.
Yeah.
Years of ruining your mum's carpet or being out there.
That's how I learned to ollie on my mum's carpet.
Yeah,
That's how all kids learn, isn't it?
I remember I used to have my back foot on the tail and then my front foot so far back to try and get that leap.
Yeah.
And I'd even touch my... it looked like I was trying to skateboard first. It looked like I was trying to play tennis and serve at the same time. Andre Agassi. There's that frontside lip slide, that shifty kickflip. Really, really cool trick. Unfortunately, kind of not as smooth as he'd like to. Maybe a bit of nerves getting to these top 25 guys. There's the manual in the Lego section. Replay of the frontside lip slide. Frontside ollie, smooth as butter.
Yeah, that was nice. Stand out for me, that trick.
It was indeed.
Liked it.
Big Dave skating in BMX here. Woody, 75.
All right.
Moves into the 5th position here at Simple Session. 15 years this has been going for. I'm so stoked to be able to get here for the first time this year.
Okay, from Le Havre. You can get there on any P&O ferry from Southampton or Portsmouth. D'accord, un autre skateboarder français, tout le monde allez le bleu. Il y a Joseph Gabaccio. My French is pretty terrible, like my English as well, so sorry everybody in France.
Here he goes, dropping in on.
A very good showing actually from the French.
Back-to-back airs there.
Really nice. Woo! Oof!
What? Catching yourself
Catching
on
his
that.
bum on that.
Yeah.
He's going to feel like he's given birth to a Lego Death Star.
That sounds horrendous. Anyway, as he goes, 40 seconds on the clock. Tries to go for...
The wheels have come off.
Front 270. He started off really strong.
Yeah, Joseph just needs to capture his thoughts.
360 flip up the small Euro gap. Dropping back in.
Backside lip slide. He's getting it back together.
That was really smooth, that backside lip slide.
Few
Front
pushes.
side air, little pop-tart.
Oh, nice.
Oh, boneless.
Hello.
On the Red Bull flat bank. He seems to be using a lot of the course. Look at that wall run.
How high he went up that, yeah. Bigger than a vert ramp. Nice method. So grabbing with that front hand between the legs and then just cranking it sideways.
Into a kickflip
on the hip, yeah.
Wow. The wheels fell off in the middle there, but he really got it back together.
Yeah. And you can see hands on knees, he's breathing hard. He's had to work hard in the second part of this run. Come on, Joseph. Last one, dude.
One more. Really getting up that. Well, going for another kickflip Indy. You know what? It was a pretty solid run. I'm going to be interested to see how the judges score this one.
Double flip.
Kickflip Indy.
Well, he's up. He's got formidable eyebrows, that boy. And I tell you what, I think we could be looking at top 3 here. 360 flip. Oh, just gets his front foot on.
Solid backside lip slide. Probably one of the best we've seen so far. There's that front side air.
And there's using that hip kick flip, as you said. There's that method. Lean, melon, call it what you will.
Backside air onto the Red Bull flat bank. Here is the kickflip Indy. Really tough one to do. Kickflip out of that quarter pipe into the air, grabbing it with your back hand, if you're regular, and throwing it right back under. And he landed right on the bolts. But to try and grab that, pull that thing back underneath, really tough.
There we go.
And it shows it was a solid run. If he can fix up that middle part of his run and put it together, I really think he could make it into podium position for sure.
Right, another Frenchie. This boy, amazing. Just sit back and watch this. Aurélien Giraud, 17 years of age. And I tell you what, he has absolutely been flying around this course. Rumours around the arena, his hands are actually allergic to wood, so he doesn't like to put them down on the floor. Just watch this run.
Backside 360. Straight over the box jump into another alley-oop air. Look at this kid. Technical ability with big air tricks as well.
Yeah.
Watch him. What's he got for the handrail? Frontside nose grind. A little sketchy for him. I've never really seen him look that sketchy before, but he still has not fallen off. This kid is one of my predictions for sure.
He's been absolutely amazing. You spoke about the method as well. This kid has got the best method out of all the skateboarders here today.
Backside lip slide, smooth as. Look at him, fast pace. Backside air on the quarter pipe.
Amazing.
This is a great run. It's 15 seconds on the clock. What else can he do? 360 flip up the Euro gap. What is he eyeing off here? I know he's got something else. I've seen him do some really massive tricks. 360 flip down next to the big, down the Euro gap, and trying to go all the way to the flat. Really hard, really technical trick. And the other thing is, it's so slippery on that floor as well. To try and land that, you have to land it perfect. Otherwise, you're going to slide out like that.
Exactly, yeah. Well, he got 4th place here last year. Right up until that last trick, it was a sterling run from the young French rider. 360, rocking the little melon grab there.
I mean, this kid started off with a huge bang. There is a kickflip on the Lego course, going from one to another. The 360 flip up the Euro. Look at both of his feet straight over and on those trucks.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, landing on the bolts.
Yeah. That's where you've got your most stability.
Another angle of the kickflip. Not too many skateboarders using that section because it is so difficult. And backside lip slide. Ollieing out, you're blind to that handrail. You're putting both your trucks on either side of the rail and sliding down. It is really, really tough to do that.
Now, if you wanted to criticise him here, you could perhaps say not too many switch tricks or no fakey tricks, really. Everything was done forward, but it was done fast and it was done well, and it used the whole course.
Yeah, you know what, you've got to look at that as well. Yeah, switch is going to come into it, which means going the opposite way that you're normally going to.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we sit. Yeah, he's obviously looked at the other runs.
Yeah.
Hey, these guys haven't put any other switch tricks in. They haven't really landed all their runs, but what he did was he went fast and he used a lot of different obstacles. He used his park stuff and he did a lot of technical stuff as well for street skating. So I think he did really well, and the most exciting thing is as well, he's got another run to completely do it.
Yeah. All right, well, next up, Russian skater Dina Devoidishnikov, a name that creates havoc with my spell check. He's locking it in, though. Oh, hello. Getting his money's worth here, isn't he? If he starts this, he'll just creep it in. Yeah, this will count. A lot of speed. No. Yeah.
Pulling in.
Big push.
Big push. He's got enough speed.
Oh! Throwing a little tuck knee over there, was it?
Yes, he did do a little tuck knee into a little one-footed ollie down that Euro gap.
Another good showing from the Russians then. Dina Dvoyshnikov. Hang on, I can do this. Dvoydishnikov.
Dvoydishnikov.
Yeah, hopefully. Dino, we're sorry, dude, if we're butchering your name there. We're trying our best. Well, that's the 360 flip. It's a term that you're going to hear us talk about quite a lot. It's the board spins around 360 degrees and flips on a horizontal axis at the same time. There it is again. That's the 360 flip.
Here is a slow-mo of the frontside nose grind down the handrail. It's a replica of what you see in the streets. That is half of the course here. Half street, half sort of transition park course put together, and that's what makes it so exciting, this contest as well. Oh, this right here. Denny Leon, 20, coming out of Madrid. Spaniards, you've got to be happy with this one. He is goofy. I've watched this guy I watched him in Los Angeles a couple of months ago. I watched him early on in the year as well in New Zealand and in Australia. He did the whole bowl riding circuit.
Yeah.
The Bowlerama.
You can tell he's a bowl rider just by the way he skates these transitions. I mean, this guy is absolutely liquid skateboarding right here.
Look at the speed he's got. There is a method. What's he got right now? Alley-oop. What is he got?
Brilliant.
Frontside board slide up into a front blunt decker. Frontside feeble.
Well held.
Just holding on to that. That was unbelievable. Backside 360 up the Euro. This is a good start to a run. And here he goes. Over the rainbow. We haven't seen anyone do that. It was a 50-50 grind.
I don't think he's pushed yet, has he?
Frontside ollie, and that's gonna, the judges like that too. Look at this run. He's getting around the course like no one has before. Oh, he has got a flawless run. What else can he do? He's got the Lego section just falling off.
Danny Leon, an absolute masterclass, really using all of this course. That's something as well that the judges will be looking at, and the crowd respond. They know what they've seen. Witnessed a good run there from the Spaniard.
Oh, I can't wait to check out the replays on this.
Last trick then, what's he got for us?
One more.
Into this big vert wall.
Trying to get as much speed as possible. Backflip. Look out.
I've not seen that yet. Not in any qualifiers or practice. I think that's the first go at that. He's going again, look.
Not even Hulk Hogan can stop this guy. Look, he's about to go for it. He's like, I'm going again. Shh, no, I don't care about the next guy.
Well, you spoke about it at the start. You know, we said about how the finals really ramps up and affects everyone.
Oh, unbelievable. His feet completely came off. And then he ended up doing like a 180 going down there, throwing the horns out, doing it for Red Bull, Globe, Arnett, sunglasses. This was definitely a run. Here it is, frontside feeble. You see his feet came off there. 50-50 on the rainbow. It's the first time we've seen that. Originality is going to come into it. And also, look at that. Front side. There's the lean air. It's the Red Bull flat bang. I like
good mix of everything in there.
I'm going to throw it out there and say I think he's going to take first place.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what the judges make of it. 5 judges here in Estonia, all charged with picking apart these riders, deciding who is the best.
Tough job with 24
guys. We could be able to get a quick word with him. Let's wait and see. He's waiting with... He doesn't know what to make of it. He's looking at himself on the screen. Yes, that is you up there.
In anticipation, what is it going to be? Can he beat Max at that #1 position?
Well, 20 years of age. They're taking their time with this, the judges. He's 20 years of age. It's his first time at Simple Session.
Must be checking out all the replays up there on the screen, the judges. Yeah. Here it is, 82.
He's tied, is he?
Wow.
No.
Maybe the judges are thinking not enough flip. Not enough technical tricks in there.
Well, we can hear from him now.
Dani, very nice run. You must be happy with this. Tell us how you feeling.
I feel really good. I thought about my round, just skate and I'm going.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Short and
A
sweet.
few words, but you know, it doesn't matter. He does all his talking on the skateboard.
Gosha Konashev next in, 23 years of age from Moscow. Goofy skater, skates with his right foot forward, mums and dads. A minute on the clock.
Doing it for DC Shoes, Destructo Trucks, and he's just changing positions.
And I've got to say, just going back quickly, I'm quite looking forward to seeing Danny Lee on second run now after that.
You want to see the backflip, don't you?
I do. Oh, yes.
Oh, I already like this already. Stale fish. Oh, fortunately,
gutted.
leaning too far back on that.
Stale fish grab is with the backhand in between your legs on the heel edge of your skateboard.
Kickflip, front side, board slide. Super technical trick to be able to do in a run like this. Crooked grind, up the Euro gap to the flat bar. Trying to move into another part of the course over the rainbow.
Well, he's ticked the rail section box there. Very nice.
Frontside ollie up, that transition. We haven't seen any other skateboarder do that today. Yeah. This is quite a creative run. Unfortunately, these guys, a lot of them are stepping off. Maybe it's the nerves getting to them, or maybe it's just the fact that, you know what, it is a long time to be skating out there, and it's a big course to try and get around in that period of time. Here is the last trick. Oh, feeble into, I don't know if he was going to backside tail slide down there. That
Yeah. Well, we're going to see it again.
Feeble into backside Smith. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to go ollie over. The back truck stays on one side of the rail. Then he switches over in that small little period to try and get it into another trick. Kickflip, backside lip. Front side board slide. On the coffin there, throwing the tail down. Started off with this, a smooth air, little nose grab. There is the kickflip, frontside board slide. We haven't seen that ollie as yet.
Yeah.
Throwing the tail down on the coffin. Solid run. I think he's going to want to put it together. 70.80, comes in at 12th position.
Okay. From Germany, Jost Arends, 17 years of age, Red Bull rider, Red Bull skater. And he's going to head over now for his start position.
These guys are having a time of their life. They're cruising.
Loving it.
There's no problem.
Right, here we go. Big push, lot of speed.
Backside 360, starting off with a real solid trick. Nothing huge, but that's what you want. Oh! Frontside feeble, backside 180 out on that handrail.
He's going
again. Extremely hard trick. Here we go. That is a frontside feeble. And what he's trying to do at the end there, he's trying to turn and land backwards.
Keep the rotation going, spin his shoulders around and
correct.
Come out backwards.
He's at the other end of the course. Backside Smith grind. Into a 360 flip. Quite huge and really poppy. Poppy, it's sort of a term that we use when they do tricks large, when they do them big. They come off the ground as high, as far as possible.
backside flip right on cue as you were talking about pop. There it is.
There it is. He just landed with a huge hammer. Frontside feeble,
Gracious.
backside 180 out.
Doesn't even look like he's trying, does it?
No, he's got a really smooth style.
Well, 17 years of age. I was still playing with sticks when I was 17.
I thought that was 21.
What, when you were still playing with sticks?
I'm still playing with sticks.
Yeah. Essentially, you could say that all these guys are still playing with sticks. Wooden sticks with skateboard trucks and wheels attached.
Young whippersnappers. What is he going? Trying to get some practice here for his best trick. These guys really don't care about the time period, do they, at all? Oh, backside nose blunt. Extremely hard trick. Just like a backside lip slide, you're olling over the rail, but you're going to your nose all the way over. There is a backside kick flip, frontside feeble, backside 180 out. Backside 360, pretty self-explanatory there. Backside feeble, olling onto the rail, locking that back truck in. And here is slow-mo of the trick. That was really smooth, that front feeble. And going to fakie. Solid trick so far. And anticipation for his score to come in. I don't think it's going to be that high, but you know what? Pretty stylish.
Go on, throw your neck on the line. There you go, you're right.
I think he might get 11th. Oh, there you go.
Well,
geez, I'm really on point with that.
You're brilliant. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome. If you are just joining us, Simple Session 2015 live from Estonia here on Red Bull TV, supported by Lion Bar and GoPro. Tim Ward and Corbin Harris in the commentary booth for you, taking you through the proceedings. Currently in Heat 1 of 2, 25 skaters from across 13 nations. And our next skater in all the way from Denmark. Or to say all the way. It's not that far, is it, from here?
Not that far at all, really.
Dani Carlson. Oh, sorry, Danny, cursed him.
Unfortunately, just stepping off there. Another one of these kids that skates with Rune Glifberg and Nicky Guerrero, of course, one of the legends in skateboarding. Nicky Guerrero, been around for a long time. He is still killing it in a lot of the contests around the world. Both him and Rune are. I mean, these kids are skating with skateboard royalty.
Yeah.
In Copenhagen. 30 seconds on the clock. Unfortunately, a bad start. Riding a real skateboard, Chima Ferguson. Unfortunately, a bit of a horrible start to this one.
I'm not going to lie, this is terrible.
But
he will be inside. He'll be feeling like a kid at Christmas that ended up with a Barbie doll.
Seems to be just falling off everything right now. It's all right. He's got one more run to go,
There
so
you go.
don't worry about it.
Look, he's getting the fist pump.
The rundown of this is these guys get 2 runs each. And then after the 2 runs, they're allowed to do their best trick as well. So, you know, just like the skateboard video parts, all the kids are out there filming themselves around the world, trying to get that one trick. Sometimes it takes, you know, 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes I've seen guys go back for video parts when they're filming for a trick 10, 15 times, depending on how hard it is. So, very difficult right now. You saw one of the tricks he got. There is the melon over the box jump or ski jump, whatever you like to call it.
Well, he qualified in 7th place, Dani Carlson, and yeah, not the greatest start for him.
So we know he's
capable, yeah, for sure. Well, to be fair, they're all capable, aren't they, in this final, just to make it to the top 25.
Over 70 guys.
Yeah.
Down to 25. It's pretty crazy. American on screen right there. There's not too many of them here at this contest.
No.
That is one doing it for Darkstar. 27 years old out of Dallas, Texas. So this guy skate yesterday, and he was doing some lines that no one has ever done before.
Really? Let's see what he's got.
He's got a quick run across the course just to warm up.
Kushud Johnson rocking in. Come on, dude, let's see this. First time. High up that wall. Yes, the tuck knee, full speed.
Keyshawn Johnson rolling in. Look at the speed. Ollie up the stairs. We haven't seen that by any skateboarder. This guy's super tall, so he's able to do tricks. Smooth frontside flip down the stairs again. Rolling in. Ollie into that quarter pipe. Backside 360.
Very nice.
Extremely smooth. This is the trick I'm talking about right here. I'm pretty sure he's getting ready for it. Ollie over this gap to board slide.
He wants another bite of that apple. He's got his receipt for that somewhere. Just needs to redeem it. Oh, no, he's not.
No, you know, I know I can do it next run. 50-50 on that handrail, and see right at the end, he put it into Smith grind. It's where the back truck stays on and the front truck's off. He likes it. He's happy. He's going for one more, though, right now. He wants to get this board side. Here we go. Here he goes. Taking his time there.
And actually, that view, you do get to see the gap, just how big it is. There it is.
Yes, he got it. Straight into a frontside grind on the Woodward quarter pipe. Keyshawn doing it for the USA. There's only 2 American skateboarders here, himself and Greg Lutzka, who will be the last skater. Frontside flip down the stairs, and there is the backside 360. Kind of doing 270 and then, sliding around at the end there.
Let him off.
Yeah, you know. Straight over the ski jump. There is another look at the backside 3 and then 50-50 into Smith grind.
Not a bad run.
Not a bad run at all. And you know what? The good thing is I think he can put it together. He's going to be warmed up. Even though it's a long...
Well, that's worth noting. You know, the last time these guys were practicing and out there, you know, now was 40 minutes ago. So, you know, actually to qualify and get...
It's huge.
Place,
to try
you know, you've got to turn it on. You've got to turn it 40 minutes sitting around. Your muscles are cold. You've got to go out there and bang.
The trick is to stay warm through this.
Yeah.
These guys should be probably skating flat ground just outside or getting ready for it. But
it is good. 83.2.
Keyshawn Johnson sliding into that second place.
He'll be stoked with that.
Hey, Max has surprised me still.
Still up there.
He scraped in by the skin of his teeth into the 24th, 25th position yesterday and still holding on. He was the first cab off the rank.
So getting into the start position then, it is another French rider, Adrien Bullard. Coming up a little short on that box jump.
Little boneless on the hip, unfortunately coming in and just falling to his knees. Doing it for Nike. Frontside board slide down the handrail. The technical section there, 360 flip. Backside disaster. All right, frontside feeble. Really destroyed this section. I feel like he needs to get out of here right now. Try and get around the course. I mean, some great tricks in there, don't get me wrong.
Get in there, get your tricks done, get out.
Huge
Nice.
backside flip on that quarter pipe. Nolly getting around there. 5 seconds on the clock. Backside tail stall revert. Pushing back up the flat bank switch. I don't know if he wants one more. Yes, he does. What has he got? He wants the rail. Kick flip, backside lip slide.
Oh, just seemed to stop dead when he landed.
Pulling it around. Yeah, I think he must have had wheel bite at the end there. Wheel bite's basically where your skateboard wheel hits the board and it stops you completely. It's like hitting a stone when you're rolling down the street.
Rock stop.
You always got a drink in your hand or your mobile phone and you crack the screen. There it is. Oh! Stomping it down at the end because he wanted that.
Very nice.
Can't wait to see the
French rider. 23 years of age.
Let's check out the replays on that. There he is, little nose grab. Oh, backside flip. There is the kick flip. Backside lip slide. Absolutely killing it. Little board slide again. I knocked him at the start because he was using that section too much, but he ended up, looking back on the replays, it looked like he used a lot of the course.
Oh, shake of the head from him. Oh, doesn't look happy. Doesn't look happy at all. Fifth, 81.4. Definite room for improvement from Adrian. So 5 riders to go in Heat 1 here. If run 1.
If he was disappointed with that, I'm ready to see his next run.
Really?
Yeah, because I think he's obviously got a lot more tricks in the bag to do, you know? He got that second shot, the kickflip backside lip slider. I think he's got a lot more to go.
Well, our next skater goes into position, Alex Mizarov from Germany. And as we said, he's one of 5 skaters remaining. Worth noting at this point as well, our leader, the first guy to drop in, our last place qualifier that scraped through to these finals, Maxim Kruglov, the Russian, still currently holds the lead from that first run this morning. Bosh, starting things off.
Little backstory on this guy. At games of skate with the likes of Eric Costin and guys like that. This guy is very technical. Watch him, what he can do with his feet. There you go. Frontal lip slide decker into a Smith grind. He's going to be disappointed with jumping off that one, but he's got a lot more in the bag. Nollie, heel flip.
Over the corner there.
Pushing around, starting to slow up with 15 seconds to go. Kick flip, crooked grind. We saw that in the slow-mo replay when we were giving the breakdown of the technical skateboarding. We know he can do that trick. Hopefully he can get it in his second run. 3 seconds on the clock. Big push. Double backside flip up the Euro. That is 2 rotations of the board doing a flip. Really hard to do. What has he got? Doing it for Circa. Well, he's changed his mind. He wants something else. Oh, here we go. He's going for the kickflip crooked grind again. We saw it at the start of the show. Kickflip, crooked grind. It didn't really go into crooked grind. If you didn't hear it before, what happens there is you do an ollie, you flick the board, your front truck lands on that. Oh, wow. Late flip on that.
Flip, yeah.
Unbelievable.
See that on a replay.
You're, back to the kickflip crooked grind. You kick the board out, you grind on your front truck on a 45-degree angle, and you pop off. Look at this. Switch, big spin up the Euro. There's a 360 flip up the Euro again. This guy he definitely got a lot of tricks to see. That's the double backside flip. Kick flip into nose slide there. Not quite crooked grind. Another shot of the big spin. Switch up the Euro gap. 360 flip, landing on the bolts there. Super clean. That's going to come into the factor of the judges for sure. Wow. Super technical skateboarder.
Yeah, he knows it there as well.
Yeah, he knew it straight away. Simple session really heating up with these skaters. There it is. It's the score. Alex, 79.60, coming in 7th position. This kid is one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites.
Years of age. He can't legally buy a national lottery ticket, and yet here he is mixing it with the big guns. 6th place last year, and this guy quite literally is liquid skateboarding. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this for what it is. Robin Bollian coming out of France. Corbin, you're a big favourite of this guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big favourite of yours, I should say.
Yes. Huge backside 360 melon over the ski jump into little 540 there. Oh, kick flip up the Euro just coming off. Right, I've watched this guy for 3 days straight. I picked him out straight away. I knew he had something special. He rides really fast. He's got tricks that, look, backside boneless. He's got old school tricks like that. And then he's also doing technical tricks up the Euro gap.
Again, worth noting, he's hardly pushed through this run.
Backside, Lipslide. A couple of pushes to try and get up the other end there. Frontside 180 up the Euro. Oh, getting a little tech on the quarter. Frontside, Lipslide on the rail. What else has he got? Frontside little wall ride. 360 flip. What has he got for his last trick here? He's going to take a deep breath. He's taking his time. That is a coffin extension that he's about to drop in on. What is this? I haven't seen this. Transfer front. Oh! Huge transfer up that extension into a lip slide.
He's been saving that one because, like you know, we've watched this kid and that is the first time we've seen that line from him. Talk about saving the best till last.
I have not seen him even attempt that over the last 2 days.
No.
Huge 360 melon into a 540 melon off the quarter pipe. Backside boneless. Little backside there. There is the front side lip slide. Getting a flip in there. There is the last trick. Look at it.
Huge.
Wow. Unbelievable.
I'm going to call it now. I think that's 2nd place. Yeah, that would have been 1st place had he not dropped that kick flip. All right. 360 flip.
Just holding on there. A little sketchy, but you know what? Doesn't matter because he pulled this out in the end.
Huge gap to lip slide.
Oh.
Right. Look at him. Look how young he is. 1st place. 87.6. That brings a smile to him. And I think we can hear from him now down at the bottom.
Good school. I don't know.
What were the key tricks? Talk about the main tricks that you just landed that you were very happy about.
I don't know.
Thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Hey, who really cares at this point?
Dude.
He is...
He should have just launched into a tirade in French. I'd have loved that.
He's just over 4 points ahead of Max. Robin Bollian, 76.6. The next in line is Max Kugloff. He is 83.8. And then after that is Keyshawn Johnson, 83.2. Super close there for 2nd position. But Robin, you know, he doesn't have much to say. His English is quite poor, just like our pronunciation on some of these names.
Just like our French. Our French is terrible, so je suis très désolé. But let's not take anything away from this man. Remember, the contest isn't over yet. Still got 3 more riders to go. This man, one of them, rocking a 360 down the gap there. It's Bruno Serna, or Senra. We've got about 6 different spellings of his name up here in the commentary booth. But either way, Bruno, the Portuguese skater, 2nd place qualifier, 2nd place qualifier, excuse me.
Hard flip up the gap into a 50-50. He's looking at the rail. What's he got for it? Big spin, trying to come out of it, landing fakie, which means backwards. slipping off out there. It looks a little slippery at the moment. These guys are going to have to land their tricks right on point. Otherwise, they might slip out. 3 seconds on the clock. Going for a front blunt. Really not the kind of run that he was after there.
No, not at all.
He's going to go for one more trick because that's what they do. Here he is dropping in. What? Was that an attempt of a hard flip backside lip slide? That is not a trick that I'd be trying in a
run.
In a final. But hey, I'm not in the final. That's why I'm up here talking about it. So
I wasn't going to say anything.
There is the nose blunt.
He's got nice steez, this kid.
Yeah, he's got a good style. There is the hard flip up. Nose blunt again. That is an extremely hard trick. Ollieing all the way to the front to 180 over the handrail, locking in on your nose and then sliding down the rail. Pushing it back into position again. Right there on your screen is the guy who won last year, ollieing in, Greg Lutzker. He's won gold at X Games, Maloof Money Cup gold. Also,
so Bruno Serna, 15th then for him, 74.4. As we go back to the start, and this boy, your pick, this kid skates like he's got narcolepsy, like he's going to fall asleep at any minute. Igor Kaladikov, our first place qualifier, 20 years of age, and the Russian, another strong stone for the Russians, and he's amazing, isn't he, this kid?
yeah, you know what? It's the smooth style that I like. I don't think the run's actually started yet. I think he's trying to get to his spot. Yeah, he is. It's the smooth style. Look at him. It's even the way he's walking now. It's like he doesn't really care.
Yeah.
And when that shows through in your skateboarding, I feel like, look at him.
Yeah.
No comply. What has he got here? Yeah, this guy has got a huge bag of tricks. Stomping that kickflip up the small gap. Switch again. Switch backside lip slide.
Oh my goodness.
Now this is where he got that #1 qualifying position from, because we haven't seen anyone else really do any switch tricks. Backside lip slide. This guy has got a bunch of tricks. Frontside feeble.
Lovely
Frontside 180. Switch rock and roll. 10 seconds on the clock with the frontside flip over the hip. This is a solid run so far, and we know why he qualified first position. Switch frontside flip just coming off.
You could say that might be his undoing there, but...
Kick flip. Hey, I'm still pretty impressed.
You look in here, you've got Igor, full-on tech wizard, you know, an absolute master, going up against the fluidity and balls out super fast style of Robin Bollier. Two completely contrasting styles.
Yeah, watch this trick right now. Oh, I have never seen anyone do that in their whole entire
no
life.
comply 270.
Yes, lip slide.
Oh my God.
Unreal. He's trying to bring it around and come out forwards as well. So he's basically doing a full 360 and then also in between that doing a rail slide. Oh, just coming off for the guys who haven't seen it before. You know, I've seen him do it before. He wants it again.
He's got this. Come on. You got the receipt. Just take it back.
Oh!
What? Look.
That was all time.
With a stare that could curdle ice cream. He looks like he's a cast member in Game of Thrones.
What, he wants
almost.
more? What's he trying there? Switch. Was that a switch kickflip frontside board slide? I think he tried there as well.
Front board or something. Oh my goodness.
Let's break it down right now in the replay. This is our first place qualifier. Igor Kaldakov. Yes, he killed it out there.
He's the man that you've picked for top spot.
Yep.
Well, he's
I
up
did.
against Robin Bollian.
With tricks like that, switch, backside, lip slide, down the handrail, a backside kickflip up the Euro gap. There is a frontside feeble, ollie on the handrail. Frontside flip again, kickflip going frontside, and there is the no comply. 270, lip slide.
My goodness.
He takes a little sip of water.
84.2.
Oh, he's not happy with that at all.
Well, I think if he'd have had that switch frontside flip in there, I think that might have been enough to put him in first place.
Hey, let's hang on right now.
Yeah.
Let me set the scene for you.
Hit
it was
me.
2014. That's
Yep.
last year. This guy, Greg Lutzka, got knocked out, completely knocked out, and then he got back from the hospital, came back here, and ended up winning the whole contest.
Oh my goodness.
Yesterday, he hurt his ankle. Word been going around, is he going to be in it? Is he not? Well, he's in it. What can he do with this right now? This is Greg Lutzka doing it for Osiris Shoes, Darkstar Skateboards, Rockstar Energy Drink, dropping in on that flatback wall, straight into a 360 flip and coming off. Not the greatest start that you want.
No.
Front side. Yeah, maybe this ankle is really playing on him.
Commentator's curse. You just bigged him up. It's the defending champion. Given a wild card straight through to this final. And a big blow of air there that says, I've had enough of this.
All right, 360 flip. That's where he wanted. Frontside blunt, one of the best in the game at that. This is putting it together again now.
Starting again almost.
22 seconds on the clock. Going for a backside kickflip, coming off. Looks like this injury has really played out on him.
Well, he's not had the practice that everybody else has had either. That's another thing, and he's scratching this run almost.
And you know what? It really goes back to it as well. These guys have been waiting for 40 minutes.
Yeah, at least.
If you're not keeping warmed up, you're going to have problems there.
An hour and 40 minutes he's been waiting.
Really?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He's not happy with that, but you know what? Never count out Greg Lutzka.
Well, it's 2 runs. It's the best run that counts. And that just about finishes our first round of skateboarding here in Estonia. Simple session 15. Tim Ward and Corwin Harris taking you through the proceedings. You're currently watching the defending champion Greg Lutzka as he goes through the motions. Not the best first run for him. He's going to want to perform a little bit better going into run number 2. But you've got to say, the man of the moment, Robin Bollian, the French dude, the young French skater, came and ripped the absolute lid off it, didn't he?
He is the youngest skateboarder out of the whole top 25. And
he's only 4 years of age.
Not quite, 15.
No? Oh.
But add another little couple on that. But yeah, Robin, I mean, he speaks little English as we saw. He just came out absolutely swinging.
Well, here's your leaderboard. And look, the 2 Russians propping up the Frenchman at the top. Kishore Johnson, Aurelio Giroux. 3 French in there.
1 US. Here we go, 8th to 14th place. Alex Mizarov, we are definitely going to have to see more of him. Woody as well. A couple, you know what, surprising here, and I think it's because it's such a long heat here.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys need to get warmed up and put it together here. A lot of them fell off the whole time, so anything could happen still. Greg Lutzka, 23rd position. You don't really see that.
Well, if you're just joining us, it's a very massive hello and welcome. Round 2, not too far away. What have you missed, I hear you ask? Well, you have missed this. Take a look at Robin Bollian, his first run. And it was an absolute beauty. Talk us through it, Corbin.
Okay, there is the backside 360. Look at the speed that this kid has got. Into a 540, grabbing a melon, kickflip, just missing that. One of the only tricks that he missed the whole time. The little Frenchman, Robin, going over, trying to use the rest of the course, just getting some speed. Here it is, backside boneless, smooth as, ollying in. Look at this line. We didn't see this line from anyone else. Getting around the course. This is in some fast time as well. Backside lip slide.
This is the first time he pushed in the whole run, right there.
Front side 180 up the Euro gap. And there he goes. He hits the handrail. I mean, that is a big rail to be trying to hit for such a little guy as well. He did a lip slide on that. And 360 flip, trying to get some tech tricks in there as well. I mean, that's what it's going to take. You're going to have to hit the big stuff like the vert wall, the box jump, ski jump, and then you're also going to have to
sprinkle a little bit of magic on it, and that's what he did here, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He did something that no one else has done before, and that's what you really need to do. The judges want to see originality. They want to see stuff that no one else is doing on the course, and you know what? The little guy did it.
Well, he was getting a round of applause from Greg Lutzker, the defending champion there, when he came into finish. I think he sprinkles broken glass. I reckon he sprinkles broken glass on his breakfast cereal. Well, the man that was leading right up to that point was our first man to drop, Maxim Kruglikov. Let's take a look at his run. And, you know, no, this isn't him. This isn't him. This is our second place, excuse me. This is Igor Kuldikov.
You know, he was not happy with second position. Did you see his face out there? We also did see, no comply bringing it back, there is a switch backside lip slide. That means going the opposite way. A lot of the other guys haven't been doing that. It is extremely hard to do. Frontside feeble on...
And this. No, this was the frontside flip. And then he came back across almost for the... I don't know if we're going to see the replay, but he went for the switch frontside flip, didn't he? Didn't land it.
He did come off. If he lands that, and then after the no comply 270 on the rail that he did, if he comes back again, and then he ends up doing, I think he was going for a switch kickflip, frontside board slide. If he's able to complete that whole run with no falls, he could definitely get that number one position. But boy, he was really angry about that.
Yeah, so he's got quite a steely stare on him, hasn't he, the Russian? Well, if you are just joining us and you missed it earlier on, don't forget that you can catch up with all of this at redbull.tv. We've also got the event analyzer on there if you like what you see. If perhaps you want to relive the magic that was Danny Leon. That boy was quick through that course. He was like a man wrapped in bacon being chased by a pack of jackals. He was so fast through there. But if you want to relive any of the magic, get yourself to the event analyzer, and what you can do is you can actually relive the runs, and you can actually highlight the tricks that you like, share them up on your social media channels, and tell the world all about it. But don't do it just yet. Wait until we are finished here. Tim Ward and Corbin Harris in the booth for you, and I've got to say, so far, Simple Session hasn't disappointed.
It has not disappointed. You know what I like about that, the analyzer too, is you go back and it's a full-on timeline where you can go through and go, oh, that's when he did the 360 flip. Oh, that's when he did the backside 360. Unbelievable. This is my first time here at Simple Session 15. There's a reason why this contest has been going on for 15 years, is because it's so good. Everyone here, you've got skateboarding, you've got BMX, everyone's friendly, and they just want to basically go out there and skate and have a good time. And
there you go.
The Europeans have really been showing some strong skateboarding.
There you go. Well, not too many Americans here, but we have one of them down at the bottom, Kishore Johnson, down there with our interviewer.
You're fourth after your first run. Tell us how happy you were with that run and what the key tricks were that you landed.
Really excited about it. I think one of the good things is me ollieing up the stairs. I'm the only one out there doing that right now. I'm trying to do some bigger stuff like gap into the rail and everything. So if I can just put it all together in one line, it should be good.
Thanks a lot. Good luck for the second.
Board slide, didn't we? We like the bigger stuff. I'm not going to lie, a snowboarder at heart, and we can see him here. This is Kishore this is his run, and hopefully we get to see that big gap, but I like seeing the big gaps.
Oh, there's the 50-50, and he throws it straight into, there's the gap you've been talking about. You guys can't see it on that angle, but it's about 1.5 meter, 2 meter gap out to that huge handrail that he ends up board sliding. He missed it the first time. Let's check it out right now on screen. This is the other angle, throws his weight all the way down. Unluckily cut a little short there, but he definitely is, if he links that all together, it's going to be a hard one to judge this for sure.
Yeah, well, carnage down there on the course as all the skateboarders get out there for a warm-up. Heat 2 just around the corner, and once again we will run in reverse order from qualification. So the man currently sitting in 3rd position, Maxim Kruglov from Russia, held the top spot right up until the penultimate rider. The 3rd place rider. So by no means a slouch on a skateboard, and if he wants to be in top spot, there you go. 87.6 is the score he's going to have to beat.
He's got a cheeky little grin on his face already, you know. He came out, no one even challenged him until the last 3 or 4 riders. Max is going to have to pull something out of the bag, and he's definitely going to need to go to that next level. Maybe it's a couple of switch tricks. Maybe it's trying to get more airs in, or maybe a couple more spins. We know he's technical. We know he's a technical skateboarder. He needs to show the judges that he's got something else. Like, he needs the rabbit out of the hat. He needs the money move, we like to call it.
The money move.
360 flip straight up the Euro gap. We are into it. This is the second runs of the final. Frontside feeble. He was going for just coming off. 48 seconds on the clock. Not the start that he's wanted. This is the second and final run for the guys. Frontside ollie into the quarter pipe as he pushes his way down to the rest of the course. Kickflip up the gap. 50-50 stall on the Red Bull quarter pipe. Backside Smith down the handrail. This guy is starting to get it together. Qualified in 24th place yesterday. Blindside hard flip over the hip. What is he coming back with 13 seconds on the clock? Oh, putting it together here. Unfortunately, he fell off right at the start. 5 seconds on the clock. All right, it's a thumbs up to Dave Duncan, who is on the arena mic down there. Double D, a legend in international skateboarding. There is the frontside feeble. And right now is where we go for the best trick. The best trick is going to be something special with this guy. We know he won it last year in 2014. You guys who weren't here have just joined us. 2013, he actually won the whole contest. 2014, it was best trick. Hard flip, backside, lip slide, and coming off. Now, I know this contest sometimes is a little loose, so I don't know if they're going to let him
have another go,
have a second shot, but they could. They could, you know.
Give him another go. Come on, be nice.
Yeah, why not? I would.
It's the United Nations of contests. We've got people from all over the globe. It's the contest that could bring about world peace.
Here it is again, hard flip. Oh,
he barely got on it. He nearly had that dark side then, didn't he?
Yeah, it kind of didn't flip. The skateboard didn't flip exactly how he wanted it. Is he going to go for it again? No, we're going to go for replays. There's the kick flip. There's the blindside hard flip. Just trick after trick. A technical wizard, this guy.
Threw down some hammers there.
360 flip up that. Doing it for Red Bull, Nike, SB, and some pop on that as well.
Well, let's see if he's improved here. I'm not sure. Don't think he will. No, 78, so squeaky bum time for Maxim then as he watches the remaining 24 riders, 25 riders.
He is going to be chewing his nails the whole
Yeah.
time. He wants to stay on that podium.
Absolutely.
He does not want to get off that podium whatsoever. The Brazilian up next. He is ranked in 24th position. He has got nothing to lose right now. He's going to try and throw everything down as he drops in on the Red Bull quarter pipe. Frontside lip slide looking strong to start off with.
He's disappeared. What a trick that was. Oh no, he's back.
What was his haircut that you said before?
John Connor from Terminator 2.
Yes.
A young John Connor.
And we all had it, didn't we?
We did, man. The side parting with the curtains and...
Who didn't love Terminator?
Oh, what a film. What a movie. Terminator 2.
32 seconds on the clock. As he tries to set himself up again as he goes up the vert wall.
Nice.
Into an air. Solid air over that.
Bit of style. Brazilian.
Bit of style, but the problem here is, as he rolls in switch, cab up the Euro. Caballero. The problem is, unfortunately, he just hasn't put enough tricks together back to back.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at those top guys.
Yeah.
Those guys are just putting it together. All right.
They're like a marching band, the top guys. It's
Frontside flip, switch
trick,
frontside
trick,
flip,
trick,
this,
trick,
that, going after. It's exactly, you took the words right out of my mouth.
It is. It's just absolutely non-stop. It just powers on through.
Doesn't it? Tail stall here. He is into time. This is going to be his best trick. 360 flip lip slide. That's going to be it. He's calling it. He's going to hit the showers with the boys.
What?
Yeah, whatever.
Get in there.
Hit the gym. I don't know what he's going to do. What do they do there? Have you seen these Brazilians? These guys kill it.
They go and drink a big caipirinha, don't they, in Brazil? That's what they all drink.
Oh! Trying to go for that 360 flip lip slide.
Mucho calor. Oh my goodness, that girl looks exactly like my wife in the green there.
Is that your wife? Did she surprise you?
No, but she does look... I double take then. I thought that was my girlfriend. My wife is...
Girlfriend or wife, mate?
I haven't got both. Outed on live TV.
Yes, we got him. We got him. Can we get a replay on that, please?
Never mind, Luiz. I've just incriminated myself on live TV.
But he loves you. He told me off air.
Which
I
one?
promise.
Who? Which one do I love?
Let's not go there as we got the replays of the Brazilian Caballero up the Euro gap.
Caballero named after Steve Caballero, the finest exponent of that trick back in the day.
Stevie Cab, one of the all-time living legends of the Bones Brigade. If you haven't seen that documentary, make sure you...
Find it out. Get it on the Netflix.
Yeah, get it on something. iTunes, whatever it is.
Other multimedia viewing platforms are available.
And here is Party Guy. Straight off Pinot Fairstar. I think he's been in the Med, right? The Mediterranean.
I think
he
so.
might have been in Formentera just doing a bit of sunbaking.
Why wouldn't you?
Might have been in the club at Ibiza.
Igor,
I think it was Pasha he might have been at.
He is Pasha.
Isn't he?
Igor Gobulev. No slouch on a stick, though, this kid. Made his way through to the finals.
No slouch on a stick whatsoever. A lot of these guys falling off. Nollie backside. Oh, trying to go all the way around. These guys want to put it together. It's their second and final run.
Big back lip. Seemed to just hang above that rail before he threw his legs back to try and lock it in.
Doing it for DC Shoes.
I'll tell you what, he's quite wide, isn't he, this kid? I bet he'd be a good swimmer.
Kick flip, front side, board slide.
I'll tell you what, having a kick flip front board in your arsenal is a... Oh, and I saw him put that down in practice, actually. Huge flip straight to the flat. Couldn't get it locked in there.
3 seconds on the clock. What has he got? What's his best trick going to be? It's got to be something big. Drops in. He wants the handrail, kickflip, backside lip slide on the bigger rail. Unfortunately, not putting together. That is going to be the end of his days. He won't be holding any sort of trophy, unfortunately. But you know what? He made it to the finals of one of the biggest contests out there at the moment. And you know what? These guys just love simple session, and I've heard it from everyone who's been here multiple times. It's about living the whole weekend, or the whole week, really. We've got, you know, great things. There's parties and there's lots of great skateboarding and BMX on all weekend. A lot of guys in this contest, over 200 total with BMX and skate. It's, you know, it's kind of cool that you get to see that many guys and they get the experience to be in here. So props to Red Bull for that, for sure.
Yeah.
There is a front side air. He kind of like went over the side of the ski jump there, just holding on to that. Here is kickflip, front side, board slide. And yeah, that's what you want in your bag. But unfortunately, not being able to put all of the pieces of the puzzle together.
Doesn't improve, 12th position. Strong showing from the Russians though. And I tell you what, actually looking across both skate and BMX here at Simple Session, Russia, man, becoming a powerhouse in skate and BMX.
Yeah, there is a lot of guys pointing to the t-shirt.
The wave
7-inch. He likes the wave, doesn't he?
Loves it.
I remember he liked the wave.
Getting
The
up to
big
the start
guy.
position for him then. Nikolai Alin, 69.8 was his first score. 23 years of age from Finland. Drops in then.
Obviously looked up to the great Arto Sari, who one of the legends of skateboarding over the last sort of 15 years. Riding for Flip Skateboards he did, and so many great video parts.
Edits, yeah.
Yeah, he really had it going on. 36 seconds to go. Ooh. Oh, just coming off there.
Nikolai with a lot of work to do, and I don't think it's going to be his day.
Trying to go backside Smith grind there, but not locking in, kind of going back into that backside lip slide position. Not what he wanted. Seems to have sort of all gotten away from him here. Benny Hanna.
Go on.
We always love a Benny Hanna in anything, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. They're for free. Looking's for free. It's the touching that'll cost you.
Jake Duncombe and Chima Ferguson to Australian exports basically brought that trick back over the last sort of
made it cool
10
again.
years. Yeah. Just when you think a trick couldn't be any uglier, they brought it back and made it cool.
Yeah.
That is that's cool in itself. If you can grab something that's not cool and make it cool, you're doing well.
Yep. Well, the Benny Hanna's when you do an ollie, you get airborne, you take your back foot off and you grab the tail of your skateboard and you kick it out. As we said earlier on, the trick list in skateboarding is a little bit confusing. It takes a long time to grasp and get a part of. Luckily, I don't have to do it because I've got Corbin Harris here with me, but we'll try and break it down as best we can for you. We know it can be a little bit confusing. If we are attracting any new viewers, if you've stumbled across us on your smart TV or your Apple TV or online or through a Facebook feed, or perhaps you saw something on your friend's Facebook page from the event analyzer and you've clicked through, welcome. Simple Session 15 here in Estonia. It is also the 15th event. And what an event it's been so far. Skateboarding live right now from Estonia, from Tallinn. And we will have the BMX Finals later on this afternoon.
My first time here, unbelievable Tallinn, Estonia. I think I was here, I drove through here on a tour probably about 10, 15 years ago.
Blimey.
Yeah, I'm not that old, but I was just very young at the time, probably 1 or 2.
Well, Tim Zom, a big gap in and then a huge ollie up to that extension. Good start here from Tim Zom from the Netherlands, our 5th rider of 25.
Doing it for Nike SB, straight into a backside lip slide. super popular rider here in Europe. Been around for a few years, only 26 years young. Oh, no, he got that backside tailslide again.
Did that last time.
He looked like he hit his shins on that coping bit on the corner.
Oh, she hit her shin.
That is gotta hurt. Oh, Ollie in there, which you didn't see from the camera angle. There's a slight
little transition,
little
yeah,
tranny
little
wall
wood,
on that. Yeah, and pretty cool line. He was the first one I saw do that. Straight into an Ollie over the Euro, grinded, just touching the truck down. Oh, frontside lip slide.
He's making short work of that street section up there.
Isn't he? Really trying to get as many tricks in as possible. Time is over. His best trick is up, ready to go. What is Zom got for us?
I keep expecting him to kind of rip off his clothes and reveal a cape and a shield and an axe or something. He looks like a Viking warrior, doesn't he?
Is that what you've been thinking this whole run? Yeah, right, I thought so. What has he got going on here? He's heading for rainbow box, 50-50. Little nose manual.
Oh, very nice.
That. And another little nose manual up. That.
Yeah, he's going to get a clap from me.
The other skateboarders like it. Look at his peers. They like him.
Is that you like
he
that?
Rips.
I'll do it again. Watch this.
Oh, frontside nose grind
no.
over. Oh! Just holding on. The crowd slapping their hands together. They like what they see here.
Yeah, they do.
In Estonia. Zom, little backside ollie up. I hope his shins are okay after that.
You see this big ollie to the top of that. Oh, he's almost manualing down that. I don't know if he meant to.
There is a frontside 5-0 straight into a lip slide on the small quarter pipe up there. Nose manual up there. Another angle of him manualing down on that frontside ollie. I like this one. Smooth backside lip slide.
That hair flowing like the great salmon of Capistrano. And here's the shins. Oh, not quite. Well, wait for this score to come in then.
No comply up.
He's a little bit loose.
He's super loose, but I think that's the appealing thing about Zom. It's like you never know what he's going to do. And it's exciting. There he is. Just coming off, not locking in for that. What's he got? He likes it.
He's got a smile. That's what we like to see. All right, let's wait for his score. And then I think we'll be able to get a few words from the man himself.
The judges are really thinking about this one, aren't they?
Taking their time, yeah. He doesn't know. It's different when he smiles, isn't it? You don't expect him to reveal a big two-sided axe. But when he's not smiling, he looks like a Viking warrior.
He could for sure. What's he got? Judges it. Here we go.
Third place, 84. He's got to be stoked. Well, we're going to hear from him now.
That's how important it is to connect the different features to get that flow going here.
I don't really know so good about the flow, but just go and skate, have fun.
And tell us how you enjoy skating here in front of the crowd in Tallinn. I mean, that's a great crowd here, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect, man. Also the skating and the partying, so yeah.
Thanks a lot.
He's pumped.
Isn't he? Whatsoever.
Third position, and unfortunately that means Maxim Krugov, the Russian, gets bumped out. He can now go change his trainers, put on his party gear and head to the P&O ferry docked in the Tallinn dock. Get ready to the party ferry. Well, 6th rider in, 19 riders to come.
Make sure you stick around. It is only going to get better from here, isn't it?
Absolutely.
We are counting down to the top seed, so anything could happen. These three guys really in the top position could be all kicked out of there. Could be anyone's game. 20 riders, including this guy, coming out of Copenhagen, Denmark.
Boom. Bjorn Lilleso, excuse me.
Oh, going down hard. They're throwing the shoulder into it. Frontside ollie into the quarter pipe. Kickflip up, not coming together for him. 2 falls already. It's really going to hurt his score.
Yeah.
30 seconds on the clock.
There's still that best trick up for grabs. So once these riders have completed their run, they get a bite at the apple. A bite of the cherry or the apple. Well, they can have a bite of any fruit they want, but basically it's best trick. He's probably now thinking he's got one eye on that.
Yeah, really struggled trying to link up and stay on these tricks in this run. Going for a frontside lipslide. This is going to be time for him. Can he be bothered to go for best trick now? He doesn't seem to be stoked on his runs. Really taking his time to try and get back up. Maybe he's just trying to catch his breath again. All right, what's he got here? Pumping around, trying to get speed. Huge!
Oh,
yeah.
proper frontside air.
Massive transfer. You see what he did there? He went straight over the Red Bull flat bank from one side to the other.
Grey to grey.
Kind of kicked his board out in frustration there. Let's take a look at the replay of the run. There is a melon over the kicker. This is the one that's best trick, kind of boning it out there a little bit too.
That frontside air, man, getting that front foot higher than the back foot, just styling his way across. Well, Bjorn won't be going home with a podium place, but best trick, I don't know.
Yeah, he could be in the running for something there for sure.
Cranking out that frontside air, love
There
it.
is still some hope to spray champagne on people at the end.
There we go.
For the little...
Well, it's a 19th place finish for him. And he knows it. As all eyes go back to the top. Gard Havara coming out of Norway. Norway, fantastic economy. Strong krona.
Strong krona, is it?
Yeah. Here we go. And I'll tell you what, not bad skateboarders, judging by this kid.
Yeah, he's good. He really put it together before in his first run. A couple of falls.
Frontside alley-oop.
Frontside, going for a little 1 foot up the gap right there as well. Blunt to fakie. Switch 360 flip.
He's going again for that.
Yeah, he wants it again. Oh, no, he's not. He's changing course. He wants to try and get around and hit everything possible. 360 flip. Oh, that actually caught the truck. It was a frontside flip, and he kind of hit it, bashed it into Smith grind. He wasn't going to fall off that. He just wanted to get both feet on. Saw the grip tape. I'm going for it. No problem at all. Nose blunt down the handrail. 360 flip on the flat. Trying to mix street with park tricks as well.
Here we go. There's this switch 360 flip again.
I'd say this would be best trick. Unbelievable. We have not seen anyone do anything like that before.
Open up your skateboard dictionaries and flick to switch 360 flip and you'll see that trick right there.
There's his best trick as well. Blunt kick flip in. Going up on the back truck on a quarter pipe. There it is, the Red Bull quarter pipe. Balancing basically on his back truck and then ollie out, flicking his board.
Oh, switch backside flip down there.
Wow. I mean, what do you best trick?
What do you want to submit? Yeah. What are you submitting?
Arsenal of tricks.
What a run from the Norwegian.
No, he can't stop. He doesn't even want to stop now. He was going for a nollie crooked grind there.
It's all right. The in-house sniper took him out.
Is that what happened? They're all right, mate. Come on. We've still got 18 riders to go.
Yeah. Took him down. Frontside alley-oop. Love that. Here's that blunt kick flip in.
Huge air over the box jump. Here it is, 360 flip. The board going 360 while it is flipping as well. A kick flip and a 360. That is a 360 flip. This switch 360 flip down the set of the stairs, that actually means that it is going the opposite way to what he'd normally go. So it's incredibly hard to do.
It's like driving your car on the opposite side, backwards blindfolded, whilst being attacked by a flock of monkeys that are trying to rip your car to bits.
It's exactly what I was going to say before, but I just couldn't get it out.
That's how difficult that trick is. It's like writing with your left hand underwater with no breathing apparatus.
And you're blindfolded.
And you're blindfolded.
And you've just been a P&O Fair Star cruise for the last 5 days, so you're not feeling great.
Talking of P&O cruises, Alexander Tubin.
The big guy!
Look at this guy. Woo! A stare that could curdle ice cream.
Yep.
This boy has the best hair I have ever seen.
Nicky Six is disappointed because he's not partying with him right now.
Jimmy McElroy from Blades of Glory. And I'll tell you what, no slouch on a skateboard either. He's made it through to the finals here at Simple Session 15. And listen to the rock and roll that's pumping from the in-house entertainment here in the Trondebar.
Oh, board
Stadium.
slide up up the rail to Fakey. He looks like he's got it going together a little more. Oh, trying to just smash the tail on that last step there. Oh, a little airwalk.
Yes.
Unreal. And what if you can hear that in the background? Yeah, it's Metallica, and he probably requested it. Otherwise, he said he was going to eat a chicken's head off.
Yeah, I think he probably did eat a chicken's head off.
17 seconds on the clock. He looks like he's still ready to go as he drops in on the coffin extension, because it looks like a coffin up there. That's why I call it that. Lean air over it. Ollie trying to bash the truck in. Does anyone going to stop this guy?
Oh my goodness.
Is that, hang on.
He's going so fast, he's creating his own gravitational force. 360 flip. Well, our only Estonian in the finals as well. The home crowd like it.
Yeah, I like him. He's one of my favourites for sure. What has he got for best trick? Trying to take his time here. These guys, if you've just joined us, they're allowed to have 2 runs. 25 guys in the final. They're allowed to have 2 runs. And after that second run, they can go for a best trick, which they can win a best trick also.
Well, that's the beauty of skateboarding. You get people from all walks of life, all different styles. Yes.
What?
Oh, come on. Let's see this. You. So, last trick for Alexander Tubin. And the... So, rocking the tight pants, chain, belt, floral shirt and leather waistcoat. Stoked on this dude. Rad,
yeah, really
rad style.
stoked. There's the lean air. And this one, mute grab, throwing it into tail. Definitely original and unique. I haven't seen too many guys do that before. I'll tell you that right now. I've been lucky enough to
It's going to ruin
fly
my
around
life.
the world.
If he smiles, it's going to ruin my life. Please don't smile.
Oh,
come on. Actually made my life better. Fair play. He's pumped.
He is rock and roll.
17th place. He's made it to the finals here at Simple Session. And, you know, you go back 15 years. Well, I can tell you exactly how old he would have been. He'd have been 6 years of age when this event first came to town, so he's probably pretty stoked to be a part of the finals in his home country.
Oh, absolutely. If this came to my hometown, I didn't even have a skate park still where I grew up.
Really?
I had to travel an hour to try and get to a skate park. So, yeah, he's stoked for sure. This guy here, Stricker, he put it together in
the second half of his run.
The second half of his first run. Right now, he's having a bit of a shocker. Hasn't been able to put it together.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly think there's that many guys in this final. It's hard to stay warm and stay focused the whole time.
Well, what you will see, well, you probably can't see at home on your screens, but when the riders are getting their... when the riders are getting their replays and we're waiting for the scores, actually all the other riders flood onto the course, have a quick roll around, quick grind, quick ollie, and then they're back up. They're just keeping it going in between the riders. trying to keep warm.
Yeah, you've got to keep warm out there. Otherwise, trying to just go out into this course, there's so many big obstacles as well. It's tough for your body to be able to handle that. Nollie 360 flip. First time we've seen that in this contest.
Well, could you imagine Andy Murray, the tennis player?
Love Andy Murray. He's one of my favourites.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is.
So Andy Murray. Imagine Andy Murray.
You know why? Because no Australians are up there anymore, so we've got no one.
You got no one to cheer for. Do you like Scottish people in Australia?
Yes, of course.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just wondering. What
We
was I
like
saying?
everyone
You
in
derailed
Australia.
me. You derailed. Oh, Andy Murray. It's like Andy Murray, right? You imagine Andy Murray sitting down doing nothing for 2 hours and then having to go out and play the final game, full intensity against Roger Federer.
For those people out there who
do it.
For those people out there who only watch action sports, that's a tennis player.
Oh yeah,
We're talking about there.
Yeah. Andy Murray, tennis player. And this event, the Simple Session, this is the Wimbledon of skate and BMX contest. This is the one everybody wants to win.
Absolutely. Stricker waiting for the scores, and he's not really loving it there, but you know what? We'll see. He's happy to be here for the weekend anyway. We are getting down to the money end of this. Only a few skaters to go. Currently ranked in 12th position. Vincent doing it for the French.
Allez le bleu! Tout le monde, allez le bleu! I'll tell you what a fantastic French revolution we've got going on here. These boys absolutely killing it. Fantastic style from all of them. And in classic true Frenchness, they all look great as well, don't they? I mean, they're all...
Yeah.
My girlfriend, my wife would love all of these.
I call it the steez. They've really got that steez going on. They always have. Skateboarders that I looked up to, the French. I mean, JP Gillett, unbelievable street skateboarder. He was cool. And this guy doing well so far. Backside 360, unfortunately just...
Commentator's curse. This guy's doing brilliantly. Oh.
Should I not talk anymore?
I wouldn't.
Okay, I'll get back to it over here. Backside Smith grind. He doesn't even care about us anymore.
No, he's going for it. Hello.
Look at him go.
Front board fakie coming up. That flat bar. Back into the stairs now.
Backside tail slide on the handrail. Extremely hard trick to try and do. Ollieing up, you're basically trying to look out of one eye and land on your tail, going backwards.
Well, milked that street section for all it's worth.
Didn't he ever with 8 seconds to
Logged
go?
it, yeah. He's now thinking, hang on, I should maybe ride the other court bit.
Front side blunt, huge trick with 3 seconds to go. Front side here on the quarter pipe, and right now he is going to go for his best trick. What does he want? He's taking a deep breath, taking his time to get across the course. All right, he's thinking about it. I think he wants the handrail. Just trying to look at himself on the big screen to make sure he was looking all right there. Does he need any more?
Classic French.
He's got the 5-panel cap on, looking cool. Dropping in on the Red Bull quarter pipe, hitting the rail, big spin, board slide attempt to fakie.
One more. Un autre. Encore.
That is the board spinning, landing on the rail, board slide, and then he wants to land going backwards. Yeah, I know it's hard to try and deal with if you don't understand skateboarding, but I'm trying to explain to you as best as I can. Here it is. Just coming off. The ground is extremely slippery.
You said it, yeah, you called it earlier on. He needs one more. Come on, we'll give him one more. He's close to this. How many skateboarders does it take to change a light bulb? One, but you have to give him 15 goes. That was epic. Oh, and he fell off at the end there. Got him.
Hey, while we're on that, how he fell off there, he tried a fakey big spin, but it's so slippery on the ground there, so you've got to understand these guys are challenged with that. It's a slippery course, but most of these indoor parks are. Here we go. We're looking.
There it is.
There it is. Big spin, front board. There is a huge melon grab over the ski jump, I like to call it. Frontside blunt up on his back truck there, explaining it. And coming in frontside. He was trying to go There is another extremely hard trick. Backside tail slide on the rail. Frontside 360 up the Euro style gap. Frontside flip right there at the end. He's flipping the board, kick flipping it, and he's also going frontside at the same time. Another replay of the big spin.
Love it.
To fakie. He is looking for it. Second run, 78.80. 12th position.
Good eyebrows.
You know what?
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you.
Sorry, I was looking at the tricks. You were looking at his eyebrows.
Don't look at his eyes, you'll get lost. No,
Woody.
Good showing from Vincent, good showing. 12th place.
Okay, Woody in the 70s. He's got to bump up into the 80s to try and get anywhere near that podium. Robin, Igor, and Tim Zom. They're the top three places at the moment. Robin, 87.6. Igor, an 84.2. Tim, 84 flat on that. These guys are going to have to put it together. Listen, I'm going out on a whim right now.
Go for it.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah.
Will you let me?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Anyone from here on out, these are 14 riders to go, they are going to have to stay on their boards the whole run to be able to try and get on that podium. No one's going to be able to miss tricks. You've got to stay on. This is the finals of one of the biggest contests in the world. You can't do that.
Yeah. And we've seen from Cloggy here, from Woody, Hudgendick. He's just not putting it down, and he knows it.
Frontside 270. Maybe the big guy was at Hollywood last night a little too long.
Well, his fellow countryman Tim Zom, currently in third place, will be watching this. I mean, none of the skaters here, none of them wish any ill of their fellow riders, but he'll be actually rubbing his hands a little bit here going, yes, I'm still in third place.
And I've got longer hair than you, so beat it.
There you go.
Yeah, he's not feeling it anymore. Looks like he is
going to call it a day.
Maybe, or is he trying to get one more in just for best trick? I mean, you may as well. You want that best trick title. Here he is. He's going to roll in for it. Make sure you follow us at Simple Sessions as well on Twitter and Instagram. Keep up with all the latest. I've been following the Instagram. You can really see, I mean, they're posting photos every sort of like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Catch all the action, especially go back over the last couple of days as well and see what everyone's been doing.
This is a big old drop.
Huge trick he's going for here. Hard flip to the flat. A little hard, mind you, to try and do that trick because at the top there, as you can see, it rolls over. Yeah. So it's going down, so it's forcing the board in a downward spiral. Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's good. Sounds important.
These are the replays right now. Nose blunt down, ollie over the whole rail and dropping in, holding in on his nose and sliding down the whole handrail. Basically, it's a replica of a street handrail, one of the ones that you would hold walking downstairs.
Well, Woody there didn't improve. Sorry, woman.
No.
And
don't mind me.
We welcome another French rider, 17 years of age. 17 ans.
The French out in force.
Carbaccio.
Out in force. Dropping in on the coffin extension. This guy definitely isn't dead whatsoever. Look at this run, starting off with a huge banger. Backside lip slide on that quarter pipe. Estonia. Extremely surprising, right?
Yeah, this is good.
50-50 on the Woodward quarter pipe with a 360 flip up the Euro style gap. That's what we call it here. Backside lip slide, solid run so far.
He's growing with
Still
this.
28 seconds to go.
Nice.
Frontside air on that quarter pipe. Boneless on the Red Bull flat bank. What has he got here? He's still got 18 seconds to go.
Well, he's certainly grown in stature through this run.
Melon tweaking it out a little.
Into the hip.
Kickflip Indy.
Nice.
Look at this run.
Use of course points will be going through the roof here.
Yeah, and technical ability too. Airs he's been doing. I mean, I think
putting the hands together for that. That's a nice run.
You know what? I'm going to say he's going to be in top 3.
He's still got this to go as well.
Still got his best trick to go.
If he can get this first go, I think you're right. I think he's got this. Here we go. Something special then on the jump box.
Double kickflip Indy.
That's
We
what
saw
wanted
it
from
in
his last
qualifying. We also saw it in the first run in the finals. Up that huge vert wall. Double flip. Oh, he caught it the wrong way around there. Threw it under. Unfortunately, didn't get it. The crowd like what they see. Slapping their hands together in the background.
Well, here's the chopping block, and there goes your neck. 3rd place, you reckon?
I think it was a solid run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he definitely used his air. A lot of airs in there, but he also got technical. Frontside 270 over the hip. There was a frontside air on the quarter pipe. Kick flip Indy, we call that. Kick flip, grabbing the board with his backhand, throwing it back under his feet. Haven't seen that from any other rider. Another angle of the 270. 360 flip. Up the Euro gap.
Got a few back flips in there.
Yeah. It might hurt him, but it might not as well just because he stayed on the whole time.
There
No,
you go.
not many other...
You said that earlier, the judges want to see these guys staying on their boards.
Anticipation. 81.
Whoa. Blimey.
Wow.
I'm not sure if they were watching the same guy that we were.
Yeah, I mean, tough to judge this. Oh, this is the kid. We want to see this. 7th spot. If anyone's gonna get into that top 3 position, this kid can do it.
Well, he's had either an alley-oop or a backside 720. I can't remember which it is on that hip. He's absolutely flowing through here. So, here we go from France. Aurélien Giroux.
Huge backside 360 melon into an alley-oop. Grabbing an Indy there as well. 360 flip. That's where he came off in the first run.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't going to let it go this time. Frontside feeble, just holding on, coming off in the end. 40 seconds on the clock. I've also seen this guy do a 720 over the hip.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to tell you, but now he's here. This is where he could do it. It could happen. It could be his best trick. Hell no, he could throw it into this run. There's still 23 seconds to go. Hit the rail, frontside nose grind. Doing it for Red Bull and Nike SB. Backside crail slide. Love that trick. One of my favorite tricks.
Here we go then. Oh no, what's he going for here? Different line.
360 flip all the way up there. It's a long gap, that one. Probably about 1.5 meters. Backside lipslide to Fakey.
Oh, look how slippy that floor is.
One more, sir. One more. Give me one more.
This is it. This is it then. Into that jump section.
All right, I'm gonna say that I'm pretty sure that he wants the 720 off the hip. He's going to get the speed over the box jump, and then he's going to go for it.
You saw Maxim there.
The vert wall.
Cheering him on. Oh, no. One more.
720 is 2 rotations to be going for. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see what he wants here. Up the vert wall. Melon over. Here it is. 2 complete rotations around.
He's going again.
He's going again for it.
Well,
he looks like, the little guy looks like he's pretty tired, doesn't he?
He's pretty knackered, actually. To be fair, we saw it in practice. We saw him put this down. Here he goes.
I'd love for him to get it again.
Set up air, bringing a lot of speed now. Going for this 720. Oh, so close.
That was only spinning once, but he needs to spin it again.
Really?
Yes.
No, that was 2 then, wasn't it?
Was that 2?
I think so. It was a blur. He spanned so fast. He did actually create his own gravitational force then. He spanned so fast. Right, here we go. No, I don't think we're going to see it.
No, unfortunately, that will be it. He's going to call it a day. And that definitely won't up his ante and get him up there. Alley-oop, gravity board, Indy.
Really nice, that.
Frontside nose grind, balancing on the front truck, grinding all the way down that handrail. Backside 360 Melon. Melon is grabbing it behind, as you can see there. His back foot, another replay, huge. I mean, you couldn't have done that trick any better at all whatsoever.
That was A+. Double A+.
There is the Crail slide. First time I've seen it from any skateboarder here at Simple Session in Tallinn, Estonia. We are down to the business end.
Well, 7th position for the youngster. He's stoked though. It's his second out in here at Simple Session. 4th last year. He's not going to improve on that. Thumbs down from him.
Thumbs down. He knows he can do a lot better. But
fair play. All right. Dima Dvoynishnikov. Plays havoc with my spell check, that surname.
Because you've been tweeting that name so much, is that why?
24 years of age, coming out of Russia. Another one of these solid Russian skaters.
Oh, a little sketchy on that grab. Grabbing an Indy over the box. 360 flip, up.
Just holding on. This guy's as loose as a village golf bag so far. He needs to tighten it up.
Yeah, he seems to be everywhere. Oh, stealing that line from one of the other riders before. Pushing his way on the course. Heel flip, up. Blunt, not really locking it in there whatsoever. Throwing it back to disaster.
Yeah, why not?
Throwing right down. He's been super loose, but you know what? He hasn't fallen off, so it doesn't really matter.
Still going.
And I've just cursed him, so good luck with that one.
Dina currently in 11th, looking to improve. So here's this big old gap that we saw earlier from him.
Really got around the course the whole time. Yeah, solid run.
Yeah.
Really solid run. Not sure if it's going to be what it takes to make the podium, but you know what? He's got to be happy that he's stayed on his board at least. This is for best trick right now. Really tough to attack best trick. Back flip attempt. Hold your horses there.
One more. Come on. Let's see this dude. I reckon he's got this. Get the receipt out of your pocket, take it back and redeem it. This is yours, my friend.
I mean, so hard to try and go for a best trick after you've just had a whopping run.
Yeah.
You know?
You're absolutely blowing.
You're dead. You're dead.
Adrenaline spiking. Ding, 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 ding.
Your legs have got pins and needles. That was coming out of the blocks with that one. His back foot just held on. Indy over the first block. That was a melon on the second one. Heel flip up the Euro. Frontside nose grind there. Another couple of angles. Blunt not really coming in. Back truck and then throwing it around. Backside.
Well, that's the shot of the floor there. I think the cameraman's having 5 minutes.
Hey,
I'm on.
That's all right.
I'm on. Quick,
Don't
pick it up.
you worry.
Good
It's
work,
a long
Dina.
final, so
It is a long
we'll give
final.
it to him. We'll give it to him. He was trying to have a quick Red Bull. Poor
That's
guy.
what the cameraman was.
Yeah, he's having a quick Red Bull, the poor guy. He hasn't had a drink. Yep, this guy wants a drink too.
5th, there you
Dina,
go.
Wow, yeah.
Good run. I mean, you know, we're seeing it now. We're starting to see it. The judges are rewarding use, of course. They want to see these riders hitting every corner of this course, and they like to see flow. Guys staying on their boards and just getting around that course.
I think this has been the big one in this contest. Tallinn, Estonia, Simple Session 2015. The main thing about this final, and let me break it down for you before we go to Dani, who's going to be fantastic mono-ad. The main thing is these guys have been falling off. They've been falling off their boards. Just stay on. Don't get that technical. Just stay on. Do tricks that you know, and I swear you'll move up the rankings.
Well, this is Dani Leon coming out of Spain. You are watching Heat 2. Run number 2 of the finals, skate finals here at Simple Session, and this guy skates like he's holding a baby gorilla and the mommy's chasing him. He's so fast and fluid through this course. Just enjoy this kid.
Oh, the baby gorilla. Frontside blunt to Decker. Dani's got it. He joined us also. This kid, I've watched him for the last sort of year just come up the ranks. He skates transition, which is ramps a lot. There he is over the rainbow, 50-50.
And his confidence will be going through the roof, won't it, with every trick here.
Frontside stalefish he did there. I like this line. I like this line so much because it's fast. A lean there, slapping the tail down. Talking about skate tricks. Oh! Sal flip to Decker, we call that. Oh, Lipslide just coming off.
Super slippy.
He's going to be a little disappointed with that, but hang on. I know what he's going for here. Do you know what he's going for here?
He's going for it.
This is the best trick. These riders have 2 runs each in the finals, 25 skateboarders. They also have the chance to take a few deep breaths at the end and then go into their best trick.
This is the big one. Saving up all of the energy for this. So high up that vert wall.
Backflip.
Oh, so close. Just coming up a little short. Just knuckles it. The knuckle is the round bit at the top where it rolls off into the landing from where it goes flat, then to down. And he's just come up short. He's going for it. He's got one more go. Expect the roof to be lifted if he puts this down.
Oh, I think look, he even went higher than he's normally been before. And he landed it. Yes, he's going to claim that into a backside 360 down there. Huge backflip.
Muy bien, muy bien. Thank you. Mucho gusto. How rad was that?
Let's take a look at the replays of Dani Leon's last run. Alley-oop 3 on that, taking the foot off it, backside 360. Stalefish onto the coffin. Throwing the tail down there. Oh, there's the backflip. Slow that down. No, we're going to check out all the tricks again.
Well, the method, it's a little bit like a fingerprint. Everybody's got one, and they're all different.
Sal, flip, Decker.
Now that was a solid. We could be looking at a podium position here. Dani Leon.
Hang on, I think I just heard it. Yes!
Oh, 85.4! Yes!
He has waltzed on in to that number 2 position.
Hasn't he just, the matador, thrown it down.
Talk about upping the ante.
Yeah.
He's done it.
Boom.
Do you think it was the backflip that got him in there?
Don't know. Probably.
Oh yeah, we are into it. Up that vert wall.
This is the goofy skater, Gosha Konashev, coming out of Moscow.
With a nose grab over the first box into a stalefish, kickflip up the small Euro gap, we like to call it here. 50 seconds on the clock. Kickflip, frontside, board slide. There is the board slide up the rail as well. Extremely difficult to do. Over the rainbow, not quite locking into a 50-50, but the ollie up into Frontside ollie over that. Here, I like this line because you seem to fit more tricks into it. Oh, just holding on to that frontside disaster. Backside flip, stepping off that.
Couldn't hold it.
Yeah, it's quite a big gap there, so it's tough. It's about a metre, maybe a little less than that.
That's 3.3 feet for those of you that are using the not metric system.
I know you're watching all around the world, so we're trying to give it to you in every language.
Oui, monsieur.
Unfortunately, he stepped off a salad grind, we like to call it. It's on the back truck. It's actually when he is pushing it out, trying to bone it a little more. Basically trying to push.
Big old floaty, yeah, over that gap.
That. Feeble grind
Very
on
nice.
the flat bar.
Lock that in. He gets the thwack of enough respect and the fist of respect there. And he's got best trick still to come. What has he got? There we go. I think he's calling it a day.
Yeah, he's over it. Nose grab. Smooth. Kick flip. Look at that. Landing straight on the bolts, which means over the trucks, exactly where you want to be landing it.
Do you know what? That kind of a little bit like an American drone. That just passed under the radar, that run, didn't it? I mean, that's a solid run.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if it's in
big enough.
contention. He only had one fall, but I just don't know if it was clean enough. I think it was a little sketchy to try and make it through to, see. Obviously, judges didn't really.
All right. Well, Gosha there will not trouble the leaderboard then. 14th place he finds himself. And here are the current standings then. 5th, Kruglov from Russia. Zom from the Netherlands. Kaladikov from Russia in 3rd. Danny Leon, we've just seen, put down that absolute belter. And currently, still with his 2nd run to go, it is the boy from France, Robin Bolian, threw down an absolute belter in his 1st run, 87.6.
Didn't he whatsoever?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Can he better that? He fell off once, I think, in that run too, and he's still.
Yeah, he did fall off.
He fell off once, I'm sure. I'm sorry, it's been an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, since then. Well, this kid skates like he's got narcolepsy, like he's about to fall asleep at any moment.
One of my best friends has narcolepsy.
Really?
Yeah, falls asleep absolutely anywhere.
At any moment?
At any moment. We could be at dinner.
For how long do they fall asleep?
Yeah, I mean, until I wake him up.
Oh,
I could
really?
leave him for a while.
All right. Well, Jost Arends from Germany.
Frontside feeble and coming in fakey. That is extremely hard trick to do. 50-50 stall. What else has he got here in his bag of tricks? This dude is smooth as butter. Backside Smith grind.
It's like he's not trying. We spoke about it at the very start of the show about robots, certain kids that are just so good. They look like they're robots. And I've got to say, he's one of them. He's got every trick absolutely on point, hasn't he?
Yeah, he knows how he wants to land it. That was extremely solid.
Yeah.
Backside flip. The great thing about that trick right there, he landed all the way around. He didn't need to try and correct himself whatsoever.
Commentator's curse. Sorry, dude.
He was going there, going for a nose blunt. He's going to be a little bit disappointed with that one coming off it.
Backside lip slide.
Yeah, he's got one more trick for best trick.
Can expect something flippy and spinny, I think.
You think so? I love when you get technical like that.
Just so good at it. So good at it.
All right, he's taking a deep breath here. What's he going to go for? I think he's going for the big handrail. The goofy footer. Backside nose blunt. Huge trick. And another 360 flip to land off. That won't count 360 flip, but the backside nose blunt down the handrail, that is a huge trick to do in a contest.
He also locked it. He locked it and slid it right to the end.
One of my favorite tricks of the whole contest is that frontside feeble, backside 180 out. There's that backside flip landing There is the best trick.
360 up.
Slowing down these replays again.
Just get to see how technical this is. Remember, the boards aren't stuck to their feet, moms and dads.
Yeah, it isn't at all. Here's the backside flip, completely turning backside 180, kick flip in there, and
the board
landing
at 90
on
as
the
well.
bolts.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's crazy like that. No problem at all. Here it is, the best trick, ollieing over completely the rail, locking in, and you cannot see where you go on that, sliding all the way down.
Well, big improvement, 80.6, but it will not be enough to trouble the top 10. Dani Carlson then, he had a nightmare.
Didn't he, the poor guy? I really hope he pulls it together now.
8 riders to go. Dani's the first of those 8. This is Simple Session 15. Remember to hashtag your tweets and your Instagram pictures with Simple Session or Simple Session 15 and Red Bull TV. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as me and Corbin Harris here. Dani Carlson then, the Danish skater, looking to improve. Kickflip front board. So, good, solid start. That'll do his confidence the world of good, because actually his first run, he did have a shocker, didn't he? Scrubbing a bit of speed. Oh! Oh! Absolutely amazing run from the kid.
Was, as he held on the back, he held up both on the back truck. He did a 360 flip, which means the board does a kick flip while the whole board does a 360 flip around. It was an unbelievable trick.
Yeah.
That's something that you want in your best trick.
And he's just dropped it right in the run there. Well, I tell you what, he's eyeing up that rail. How, I mean, I say just, but he's dropped a frontside flip there that could cost him. Oh,
hard flip, backside, lip slide, extremely hard trick to do. I think he's going to try for it again. If he gets this, wow. He's really up the ante from the last run for sure, but can't wait to see this trick. Has he got it? Can he pull it together? Here it is, kick turn on the quarter pipe, hard flip, no. Nearly getting his Jats crackers there on the end, not good at all, but you know what, this is a long final for these guys, so it's going to be tough for them.
yeah. Well, what a run. Kickflip front board, started things off at the top there. Melon over the jump box, 360 flip up. Just an absolute onslaught of skateboard skullduggery.
I mean, showing it right now, he did get a lot of tricks in. Slowing it down, melon grabbing the board behind. That's what it's called, melon. 360 flip, the board does a flip while also, there it is, blunt 360 flip in. Craziness that's going on there. That type of trick really should have just been in best trick. Unbelievable. Simple Session, 15 years. And look at the skateboarding, the progression. I'd love to see also as well the progression since the first Simple Session we had. You know what, these guys killing it. 82.20 for the second run. Definitely better than his first run. He is not going to break that. He's just going to break the top 10, actually.
Well, our next rider coming out of Dallas, Texas, Kishore Johnson. This is our 7th rider. Excuse me, I'm getting completely... 7 riders to go. The first of 7 to go here at Simple Session. This is live from Tallinn in Estonia. Simple Session 15, excuse me, sorry.
Sorry, huge air over the ski jump. Now, he's got the capability to put it together, ollieing up there, sliding it around, kind of styling out on that ollie up. Frontside flip, down the stairs, hands kind of everywhere on that. That'll come into the play for the judges. They want to see things clean. At this point, to up the ante and to score with the judges, you're going to have to stay on that board.
Well, we've not seen a great deal of flow, a lot of stopping and starting and picking up the board. Huge gap to board slide, and he's dropped it. Again, that slippy floor here at the arena in Tallinn, just proving a little bit difficult for some.
Under 10 seconds to go with the frontside feeble down the big handrail. Backside tail slide, ollieing up the Lego section. We haven't seen too many guys hit that at all.
No.
Pushing around, looks a little lost at this point. Has he got something else? Does he want to go back for that board slide? Yeah, he's eyeing it up right now. Did you see that?
Lip slide, do you reckon? You go front lip slide on it. No.
Is he? He is too. That's what I think he's trying to do. All right, so this is for best trick. We've only seen him board slide it. He's going to go for a front side lip slide. Oh, 50-50 attempt. That is a huge gap and also a huge rail to try and get on top of. That's why we've seen no one attempt that before.
And it's a round rail, so it's not a square rail. He can't lock his trucks on there. He's got to land and be super on point.
Oh! And he did it. It was a huge gap out to a 50-50 on the biggest handrail in the place. You've got to put your hands together for that. He's got to be in contention for best trick.
Well, you've got to say as well, the amount of best tricks all on different parts of the course we're seeing.
I'd hate to be judging it, to tell you the truth.
There it is, look, locking it in. He'll be stoked with that. This is Simple Session 15, partnered with Lion and GoPro. Tim Ward, Corbin Harris, bringing you now towards the business end of the men's? I'm so used to saying men's and women's. The finals. The skate finals here.
You're not wrong, it is the men's.
It is the men's. All right. Well, we'll wait for his score. 83. It's not an improvement. 7th position. And I think we can hear from him now.
Kishad, talk us through that last ride. That was a really nice 50-50. Must be happy with that, eh?
So happy with it. I'm so tired to be able to get enough pop to get that that late in the run. I'm so happy. Yeah.
Talk us through the atmosphere. I mean, the crowd in Tallinn here is always pretty special, isn't it?
Yes. First time in Europe. First time in Tallinn. Everyone's really nice and really beautiful. I love it here.
Thanks, mate.
You know what? He said it right there. It's his first time ever out of the United States of America. Unbelievable for Kishad. You know, I'm pretty sure he's just happy to be here as well. 7th place at the moment. He's got to be stoked with that. We only have 5 more riders to come. This is the 20th rider right now with a nose grab over the ski jump box. Into a boneless on the hip. Oh, he was going to push over anything at all. Flipping it down. What has he got? I'm liking this run starting off. 45 seconds to go already. Frontside feeble. He's got me excited again, this guy.
Well, he's French. Oh!
I mean, the French have always got us excited, to tell you the truth, really, in this final.
They've been killing it.
Nollie heel flip.
Down
extremely technical trick and hard to do.
There are stairs that you that you can't actually see from that angle. Ooh, I'm not sure what that noise was, but that hurt my ears.
15 seconds on the clock. I mean, Kishad said it, and you could see it in his eyes. He was so tired. He said, after a 55-second run, for me to try and pop, which means basically launch up, and have the energy and the speed to do that, he said, I'm just happy to go out there and do it.
Yeah. Well, skateboarding, you know, it's not always about the contest. It's not like, say, powerlifting or, you know, the more competitive sports out there, figure skating or something, you know. It is about being a bit of a free spirit and getting out there and accomplishing the tricks. And actually, a lot of these skateboarders, you know, they're battling personal battles, you know, just doing big tricks, pushing themselves. And like Kishad said, he's just stoked to be able to get that trick, and I reckon we're going to see something pretty special here.
Yeah, let me hold you right there. This is the line that we haven't seen. Kick flip off that top platform, trying to do trying to do a kickflip and go all the way to the flat. He's going to try it again as well. He's even taken the hat off.
The cap's off. It's a big old gap. It's not the greatest of angles from there because you don't get a sense of just how far it is. You can see all the cameramen now coming into position because they know how big this gap is. Look at everybody up there on the balcony. He's put the cap back on. Is it going to help? Oh my goodness.
Slapping himself down. Not quite making it all the way to the flat, but
he said about wheel bite earlier on.
Yeah.
Got a good dose of it there, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was. Basically what wheel bite is when the board and the wheel connect with each other and it stops the whole board. It's basically like hitting a pebble or a stone. Here he goes. Kickflip.
Oh my goodness!
And that is definitely going to be in contention for best trick. He wants to snap the board. He's had enough. He's over it. Let's check out some of the replays there. Wow.
What a run.
Unbelievable. There's the front side feeble, the back truck locking on. Nollie heel flip, one of his probably most solid tricks that we've seen. There's the feeble, the back truck locking on, the front truck on the other side of the rail. Kick flip for the best trick. His back foot, he was on his tippy toes, rolling away from that. Wow.
My goodness.
Just when I thought I was, I've had enough and I'm out of energy, he brings that and I get right back up. The French bringing it home for us here.
There we go, 11th position from Adrian Bullard as we now welcome Alex Mizarov from Germany in. 5 riders remaining here at the finals of Simple Session in Estonia. This is live. Thanks for joining us. Promises to be a pretty special run-in. Any of these remaining 5 riders are capable of breaking into that top 5 there. Currently, Bolian with the 87.6, the French rider, holding that top spot. He's still to go. Danny Leon has done his second run, so he now watches. And, well, he's probably panicking a little bit because Alex Mizarov had a quality second half of his first run, and he's putting it down now in his second run. Expect some tech tricks from the street rider. 360 flip up the Euro gap.
Oh, frontside kick flip and throwing it down to the disaster when the back truck is over the piece of coping, the metal coping up there. 28 seconds to go. Extremely technical skateboarder. Oh!
Double backside flip.
Unbelievable. Hitting the handrail with a Smith grind. Quite a large handrail that one is.
Yes, he seems to have magnets in the soles of his feet. Everything is just getting locked in here.
It was a nollie heel flip. Kick flip, crooked grind. He got stuck there.
Yeah.
Alex may be one of those guys that has a bit of wax in his pocket. Maybe he can wax it up.
Yeah.
No. Watch out, cameraman. As he says, he's going for it. This is a kick flip, crooked grind. Oh! Nice. Smooth as butter. We saw it in the pre-show. We saw him go through it and we saw all the angles of it. Kick flip, crooked grind. It's basically kicking the board, doing a kickflip, landing on your front truck on a 45-degree angle, grinding up that ledge and popping off, landing smoothly. Here's the replays. 360 flip, up the Eurogap, double backside flip.
He caught that and then really cranked it round.
Kickflip, crooked grind, there it is. Switch big spin. That trick is called up the Euro gap.
I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Yeah, I
that top 3. I think the judges.
You know what? I've said it the whole time, and I think what they needed to do is just stay on.
Yeah.
If they want to try and get into that podium position, yeah.
14th.
He is not into that. But right now, our leader, the youngest competitor in the field here in Estonia. The little guy, look at him, Robin doing it for France.
Yeah,
the
Alain
Frenchman,
Lebleu.
unbelievable. What's he got? Can he up the ante? Can he get a better score than he's already had? This is why he's the champion. Look at the speed on him. Going straight into the trick that he landed on. Oh, no! Another trick. Huge transfer, we call that. Oh, look at him. He's got speed for days. Feeble grind coming off.
He's dropped it.
He's dropped the ball. He did have 1-4 before. Can he regain consciousness and get with it? 360 flip. No. Unfortunately, he's just stepping off there, but he's
needs to regain a little bit of composure here. And I think that what you're looking at is a man that will be relying on his first round score.
Boneless. Throwing it down there to Decker. Lipslide on the handrail. 13 seconds on the clock.
Oh, proper rock and roll in there.
What's he got? I think he's just going to try and get focused for the best trick. Or maybe he's got one more in him before that. Backside 360 coming off. All right. His #1 run from before be able to hold him
up.
Only a couple of riders to go.
3 more to go, yeah. It's going to be squeaky bum time, I think, for Robin Bolian coming out of France. That first run was something special. He's pushing. He's got a lot of speed here. Where's he going?
Oh, he's going the opposite way. Backside ollie.
Oh, my goodness.
We haven't seen one skateboarder do that the whole time. That was a trick that the BMXers are doing. He basically went off that Red Bull quarter pipe. Backside ollie. I don't even think he grabbed that at all. And landed, did a huge transfer. Let's check out this whole run just quickly. Huge air over. There's that boneless, throwing it down to Decker. You think this guy...
How did the board not snap?
I have no idea. You know why? Because he weighs as much as a flea. Look at this little kid.
There's not a lot of meat on them bones,
No, but yeah, it doesn't matter. He is killing it.
Charges around this course, flying like a man wrapped in a bacon suit being chased by jackals. Absolutely epic.
Well, it's right out of my mouth again. I can't believe he said that. I was just about to come out with that one.
Oh, nice. And still managing to throw in a little bit of French flair. Yeah, it's not enough. 79.6.
Still in that #1 position. Robin Bolian, wow, he's stoked still.
We got a little interview with him now, and I think we've got a translator there.
Vincent, just ask him if he thinks that he did enough to win this contest, or who he feels can beat him still.
Yeah. T'avais toujours voulu gagner le contest ou quoi? Yes, it's cool. I want to.
And ask him if he thinks he made enough to win. Does he feel that he has won now or not?
Est-ce que tu penses que tu devrais gagner? I don't know. I don't know.
Merci.
Almost feel for him a little bit there, being put on the spot and made to answer questions. But in all fairness, you know, he's there, he's giving it a go. 15 years of age, and he's here in Tallinn, and he's standing on top of the podium at Simple Session. He wasn't even born when this contest first started, and yet here he is mixing it amongst the top, well, some of the best skateboarders in the world.
I said it a couple of hours ago in the pre-show. What I said was, imagine if this guy, the youngest competitor in the field, 70 skateboarders dropped down to 25 skateboarders here in the final at one of the biggest contests in the world, Simple Session, and he could come out and win. Wow, this is going to be interesting. It's not over yet.
No.
54 seconds on the clock. This guy right here.
Yeah, Bruno Serna coming out of Portugal, 360 flip up, looks a little sketchy. Frontside blunt. Oh, he's just holding on. Oh, commentator's curse. He's got the same hair as the Incredible Hulk from the 1970s TV show. Oh, bosh. Yeah. again.
He wants it again. 8 seconds on the clock.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Wow, we both jinxies, no backsies.
We're just so in sync with each other, aren't we?
It's ridiculous.
I can't believe you always say the sayings that I want to say just before I do as well.
We got a famous saying in Australia.
Do you? What's the famous strain that they have in Australia? I must have heard of it.
Oh, you'll know this. It's man never walks.
Hang on,
without
stop.
skateboard.
Let's stop for the Australian one. That was a backside over crooks we've seen. Ollieing over the handrail and tweaking it the other way. That's going to be his best trick on that. We'll take a look at it. This is front. He did a blunt side on that. 360 flip up the Euro, just making it up there. Hard flip. Look at that. Overturn crooked grind. Backside over crooks. We call it.
Getting that back foot over the rail.
Yeah, and really tweaking it out the other way. Solid trick. One of the guys out there who does that, one of the top skateboarders in the world, is Sean Malto. Skates in X Games and all the biggest contests in the world. Yeah, he's known for that, but he would have liked that for sure.
He's getting the fist of respect there from Kishore and Vincent as well. Bruno Serna coming out of Portugal. Qualified in third. But it's not going to be enough. Yeah. Can upset the apple cart.
Anyone is going to upset it whatsoever. He was disappointed with the flawless run before. What is he going to put together? I think he's just crossing over to try and feel it out and get into the position that he wants to. People, this is where it counts. I'm not upping the ante for no reason. If anyone is going to shake the little man Robin out of that number one position, it's this guy here. He's rolling in. Where's the time on the clock? Let's get it up there. He has started 56 seconds. Oh, yeah, and he started off with a solid run.
Igor Kladikov.
Oh, just holding on to that kickflip. What else does he have here? Switch backside, lip side. Wow.
So technical skateboarding, you can absolutely tick that with a big fat red pen.
He has to land everything here because we knew the last time it wasn't enough. That was a backside flip up the Euro. No comply disaster. Front side feeble on the big handrail here.
Locked in.
Switch. Oh no! One of the easiest tricks that he's had in his run. It was a switch front side rock and roll. Wow, 7 seconds on the clock. I just don't know if he can do it now. Front side flip. What else can he pull out of the bag? That's time. Switch front side flip attempt here. He's landed it. Wow, if I think he didn't fall off that, he could have had it. This is tough. He's still got best trick to go. I think he's going to go for the no comply 270.
Yeah.
Up onto the rail.
If he's not falling on that. Yeah. Well, here we go. Best trick then.
He wants it anyway.
He looks like he's a character out of Game of Thrones and he's pulling out a broadsword.
He's about to, for sure.
About to take down a White Walker.
I just want to explain to the audience out there, everyone who's watching, and thanks for staying with us this whole time. I know it's been a big final. This is such a difficult trick. I have never seen anyone do that trick before in my whole entire life, and that is really, really hard. You've got to give it to the guy. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be enough to get through. There is only one other skateboarder after this as we go through. One other skateboarder, Greg Lutzka. Yeah, can he do it? Of course he can. He's won it before.
Defending
He's
champion.
been out here before. He got knocked out. Let me set you the story. Last year, he got knocked out before the heat. Regained consciousness. The doctor said he was fine to go. He got it back together. And basically what happened was he got it back together and he came out and won.
Well, as we look, Igor here, if you want to relive any of the magic moments, get yourselves to the Red Bull Event Analyzer Red Bull TV. Third position, he's not going to improve, but will he stay on the podium? Because there is one more man still to come. And as I was just saying, the Red Bull Event Analyzer, you can get on there and you can actually clip out your favorite tricks or runs and share them across your social media. But do not go there yet. Stay with us and watch as this man, the defending champion, representing the United States of America, Greg Lutzka, is our last man in here at Simple Session 15, Estonia. Can he do it, Corbin?
Oh, he is capable of it. It's going to have to come out with a strong start. 360 up the Euro. Frontside blunt by Greg Lutzka. He's won. You know what?
No.
I think that's it. I think that's it. He's going to have to land a perfect run, but, I mean, hey, he could still be up for best trick right here. What's he got? Backside flip over it. Unfortunately, it is not Greg Lutzka's day. He's not going to be able to defend that title. But look at that. That's why he's such a great skateboarder.
I think that's the first time he's hit that since he's been here.
It is. I saw it. I saw it in practice. Excuse me, but such a great trick.
Frontside 270 up this gap and on the flat bar. Can he get it? Yes, he can.
He's got it. That's one of his signature maneuvers. Been doing that for years. Such a difficult trick though. 2 seconds on the clock. Kickflip to fakie. Oh. Has he got something for best trick though? I mean, it'd still be cool to come here all this way from the United States of America and win best trick.
Yeah.
Even though you're not going to defend the title.
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights. What's he got? He looks a little tired. Is he going to come through? This is Greg Lutzka. 360 flip attempt. He wants one more. Now, I've seen Greg do a 360 flip board slide down that, or lip slide. I've also seen him throw it into nose bump, which means on the nose.
Oh my goodness.
Extremely technical trick. Is he able to do it?
Here we go.
Oh! He wants it again. He wants to land that. It's going to be a 360 flip lip slide down.
Here we
small
go.
Handrails.
Well, he won't be defending the title. I think he can kiss goodbye to that crown. But, like you say, to go home back to America with best trick, can he do it?
Three.
Oh! Just dropped a foot.
And that is going to be it.
There we go.
Wow, what a contest we have on our hands here. That is the final here in Tallinn, Estonia at Simple Session Skateboarding. Look at the type of skateboarding we went on. Greg Lutzka on screen right now, going through his run. Frontside 360. There is the stylish frontside flip. Look at that, styling out. 270, jumping on that rail. Wow, unbelievable.
Well, I think he's going for one more. No, 22nd position for Greg Lutzka then. He hasn't been on point. He has had a bit of an ankle injury. And whilst we watch Greg just go through the motions over there, I will remind you, get yourselves over to the Red Bull Analyzer and you can actually pick out your favorite clips and relive the moment and share them across your social media platforms. What an epic event we've had here. The Simple Session 15 here in Estonia. The official results are in then, and that man, Robin Bollian from France, 15 years of age, tops the leaderboard. Danny Leon skated like a man possessed, and Igor Kladikov in third. So 8 to 14th there, and we talked about it earlier on about how just even making the cut, making the top 25 here, well, is an achievement in itself. 70 riders get cut down to 25. 21st position for Alexander Tubin, the highest placed Estonian, and bringing up the top 5, Simon Stricker. Well, what an epic skateboard final we have. We will have live BMXing later on this afternoon, but before that, it's back to Christian over in the studio. Christian, it's all yours, big man.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Corbin Harris. Wow, man. You're watching Simple Session, partnered with Lion and GoPro. I'm Christian Stevenson. We just witnessed the skateboard finals. 25 of some of the world's best athletes, and the youngster who was born the year Simple Session started here in Tallinn in Estonia. He won it. Robin Bullian, the guy was going so fast, he could have probably reversed the spin of the Earth's axis, and we could have relived that moment, but you can do so on the event analyzer. We're gonna go down to the course and get some words from the French Wonder Kid.
We're doing some interviews with the winner over there, Rob.
We're here now with Robin for the interview. Vincent, if you ask him how special it is, what it means to him to win this contest here.
Ça te fait quoi, toi, de gagner le contest aujourd'hui? T'en penses quoi? Bah, je suis vraiment content. C'est vraiment une super compète. Il y a une bonne ambiance. Et c'est vraiment super cool. Enfin, voilà.
He said that he's so happy. It's like a really good contest, and he want to come every year, and it's cool for him.
And can you ask him to run us through his winning run, the key tricks that he landed, and how stoked he was to land all these?
C'est quoi dans ton run les trucs qui t'ont fait gagner, ce que t'as préféré faire et les meilleurs tricks que t'as fait?
Je sais pas trop, mais après il y a des tricks que j'ai bien aimés, comme le transfert frontside Lipslide ou le 3-6, c'est des tricks que j'aime bien. Et voilà.
You don't really know, but he loves the transfer Lipslide over there and the big 360. He loves all this run and the 540 too. He loves that.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Corbin, 15-year-old, and I said at the beginning, he was one of my favorites just because he mixes all those tricks up, all the old school tricks with the new ones, and he hardly pushes out there. What'd you think of his run?
Are you kidding? We were joking about this earlier on. We were completely joking about, hey, can he do it at all? Imagine if the 15-year-old kid came through and wiped out everyone, the top 25, Greg Lusker, all of these guys, huge names in skateboarding. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's check out his first run here, backside boneless. Look at the speed that he has around the course. Unbelievable. And this is why he ended up in the #1 position. Look at the speed, getting around, technical tricks, and also being able to put in big airs and stuff as well.
Well, he linked all his tricks together. He's not like doing one trick, running up on top of a quarter pipe and then dropping in. He's linking trick after trick, and he's mixing up the technicality with the big airs, using the transition, using the street course, and just running the full gamut of 3 decades of skateboarding.
Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I picked it a couple of days ago. I knew he had something special. I didn't know he had something to take it. Check out this. This was the one that won it for him. That one at the end, huge transfer to Lipslide on that. No one had even seen anyone go that way before. A lot of the BMXers are going the opposite way, but no one's ever seen them go back that way, so that's crazy.
The front side transfer, and then that backside bonus on top of the coffin extension, man. The kid's skating like a 35-year-old, but with new knees.
One of the most unique skaters out there, and he mixed a lot of new school tricks with old school, and you know, congratulations. He's got to be happy.
We saw some other great skateboarding in 5th place from Maxim Krugloff, who just squeaked in, but he put down a great first run, and then a very popular one. The guy farming the best hair out there, Tim Zahn, Igor Kalinikov in 3rd, and then Danny Leon sneaking into 2nd, and then Robin Bullian winning it. So we're gonna go down to the podium and crown our champions. Oh, here we go. So there they are. Dave Duncan hooking up Robin Bullian with a bit of franglais right there, and there you have...
That little kid can't even hold the champagne, can he? Someone take that off him.
That's illegal security!
Listen, they get away with anything in France. Look at the smile on his face. This is like his first major contest, one of the biggest contests in the world. Simple Session. I mean, I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Yeah.
15 years of this contest. And look at this. This is the new generation coming through. This is what it's about. These kids are shaping the whole industry from now. And he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And it was good to see Danny Leon do so well. A very consistent, all-around skater, does really well in competitions throughout Europe, and he has squeaked in on that second run, so well done to Danny. Well done to all the combatants out there. What a phenomenal final to witness. Remember, later on this afternoon, we've got the BMX Finals, and if you've missed anything, we've got the Red Bull TV event analyzer, so you can check all the stuff out. It's got a drop-down menu on the bottom left corner, and it's got a timeline on the bottom, so you can just click on runs, athletes, and then share them onto your social media platforms. Corbin, I need a power nap. There we go with the champagne. Does he even know how to open up champagne?
I'm still trying to take it in. I was in there with Tim. We were non-stop talking the whole time, but it was some fantastic skateboarding. It was really cool to watch. I'm so glad to be here for my first simple session. It's fantastic.
All right, thank you very much, Corbin Harris. Thank you to all the skaters and to you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that Red Bull TV event analyzer. We're going to show you some best of clips from the entire competition, but make sure you tune in later on this afternoon for the BMX Finals. They're bigger vehiculars. They'll be hitting those jumps, those transitions, the lips, and they will go bigger, badder, and radder. Check out the clips from the skateboarding finals.